Yo, first things first, I just want to say, yo, first things first, I just want to say thank you so much for tuning. Okay. Yo, I just want to say thank you so much for tuning in, even though you saw how long this was and you thought, what the fuck? Oh, hell no. What the fuck are they talking about? Look, you don't gotta stick around for the whole thing. Even if you just click, watch for a little bit, I still got your view, and I swear I really appreciate it. I really do. So thank you. I swear I'm working on making these shorter. It's just I'm talking to people who don't normally do this, so I kind of just want to take advantage. And I actually let my boy Wilbert talk in this one, so he does most of the talking, I'd like to think, or so it feels like. If you haven't heard from Willie in a long time, because he doesn't really post like that, or if you just want to get to know my best man, Willie, this would be the one. The angle on the camera, if you're watching, isn't so flattering to me, but it's all right. It's all good. We're working on that. We're going to kick those pounds away. We're done here, okay? I don't want to make this longer than what it already is. Thank you, all right? Enough kicking it with me. Let's go kick it with my best man, Wilbert.
That my homie Lil Blood, poco sangre. He a walking, living legend, ya tú sabes. Late nights with the Henny got me sideways. Eating with your mama, tengo hambre. That my homie Lil Blood, poco sangre. He a walking, living legend, ya tú sabes. Late nights with the Henny got me sideways. Eating with your mama, tengo hambre.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, Christians and heathens, anybody watching, tuning in all around the world, welcome back to another episode of Kicking It With Kevin. Third episode of the GROOMSMEN FC series. The third is my favorite number, so this is a very, very special one, and for many, many reasons. You'll find out soon. We got my good friend Wilbert here, but let me give him the introduction that he deserves because, he has one. And this intro is not as straightforward as the other ones. It's not, you'll find out the insider jokes as we talk because that's kind of how I made it. But this guy, man, he just surprises me all the time because he's not what people think. He looks clean, but he's a dirty dog, dirty dude. It's hard to find dirt on him though because he just hasn't had to work for shit. I'll explain that. That sounds mean as fuck. Hold up, I'm sorry. But his life changed for the better once he found God. And found God, I mean, he hit Abel's vape. He's on the channel, and you'll hear about that as well. But I know that his speech will be better than mine because, if I go back, because I am his best man, I wouldn't have left out the part where I say, and this is Spanish for my English-speaking motherfuckers, antes que conoció a Shirley, este no creía en Dios. A veces hacía la señal de la cruz y yo pensaba, ¿de dónde aprendió eso? Este no cree. Pero no es que no creía en Dios, es que él creía que Cristiano Ronaldo era Dios, pero todos sabemos que es Messi. Dumb joke, but I'm lucky enough to call him my friend because if he was a school shooter, I would have definitely been on that victim list. Being mean does not mean being funny, guys, but I'm his best man. He's my best man. This is Wilbert Ramirez, guys. Everybody clap. Everybody say hi. The millions of people around the world, they're all curious. They want to hear about Wilbert. They all tuning in. What's up, buddy? What's up, my friend? How you doing? Hello.
How's it going, guys?
Good.
My name is Will.
Okay. I always say that we're not going to drink, but it's a special occasion. It's currently Easter. My boy's a Christian man. I am trying to follow the fasting or the Lent part. So that's why, we got a little bottle of wine for today's occasion. It's fancy place. We'll explain, but just, I guess, introduce yourself, your name, age, and your favorite color.
My name is Will. I just turned 30
Boom.
yesterday, the big 3-0.
Yep.
And my favorite color is, I'm not going to say a basic color like red. No shots. No, I love teal. It's different.
What the fuck, teal? Okay, that's fine, teal. Okay, we'll take that. And then well, yeah, it's not a basic color like red, but he does have the red mic stand, which is supposed to be mine, but because my boy is left-handed. I'll let him have it, and he is the best man, so he gets his extra privilege. He'll have that.
Curve to the left.
He curves to the left. Hey yo. Okay. Yeah. So this is a special because he did turn 30. He's another one that's turning 30. Dirty 30. He's a dirty dude. Wilbur is a dirty 30 now. The coolest motherfuckers that are turning 30 this year. The best generation is turning 30 this year, and that's all of us. And it fucking sucks. But let's just toast to more life, to a good episode. First, actually, yeah. Cheers.
Cheers, guys.
I don't know if we have to tap it down like a shot. Let's see. Oh wow.
We were supposed to like.
Oh yeah. Oh fuck.
Go, like 7 steps.
Oh,
to
fuck
drink
me.
wine.
Yeah, we should stir it, smell it, spit it.
I'm not spitting.
Well, we tasted it. It already sucks. So well, I mean, okay. So I don't want to make this one as long as the last one with Melvin because it was just way too long, and I have to sit through it all. So I don't want to do it. But also, it's the first of many. Wilbur's usually behind the camera. Today we got him in front, so that's why it's just I'm honored. I feel very special right now. But I mean, the most important thing right now, you turned 30. How was that? How do you feel? How was your birthday yesterday? What you do yesterday? You kind of told me a little bit already, but like, how did you spend your 30th birthday as an adult?
As an adult.
Because we do the adult shit.
I guess first I'll start off by, just giving thanks to God that He's given me 30 years of life, and that's something to be grateful for. Imagine those who weren't fortunate to reach 30 years old, and I think that's a milestone. So, give thanks for that first. Yesterday,
Amen.
So yesterday I turned 30. I just reflected a lot, and where I was before and what I am now, and just throughout the years, just being grateful for everything that's happened in my life, and just continuing and how I'm going to move forward from here on out.
30, because the 20s were where we're supposed to fuck up and learn mistakes, but then we hit our 30s. We're supposed to peak in our 30s. The dudes, I think it's either way. I heard that's either in the 30s or the 50s, but the 40s is for the ladies because that's when they get extra horny. I'm not sure who's watching this, but it's scientifically proven, guys. I'm not.
I don't think you have any 40-year-olds watching.
I'm not making it up. Yeah, I put it.
Your demographic.
Ages.
Reach 40 years old.
Yeah. That's why I feel like I'm a good candidate to be somebody famous because I don't like kids, and you're not gonna hear me touching one or fucking messaging one, so they won't be watching. But yeah, I feel like just the older we get, it's just more chill, right? I mean, so I texted Shirley saying like, "What are you gonna do for your birthday?" She said you're low key about your birthdays. I feel like I don't think that's a thing about you just not wanting to do nothing for your birthdays, but I think it's just for this year or something. Like I don't know, because I like celebrating. I don't know. I feel like that's not a problem with you. You're not like one of some friends that we have that don't really like to celebrate their birthdays, that they would make a scene about it.
It's weird. It's like, for me, birthdays, I don't like to make it about myself, even though I know it should be about myself.
Mm-hmm.
But I think it's just the tension, like that focus is just on me. Not that I don't want somebody, but I guess I wouldn't want to put any like burdens or stress on somebody to go out of their way and to do something special for me. Let's say I know they want to do it, but I guess I'm just more of like, oh, it's okay, like don't worry about it. Like I'm just trying to make it easier for them. But in reality, like if you did something awesome, like don't listen to me.
But
if I tell you no, it's a yes.
see, that's how I feel about things, but I don't like to be so direct. So like if I say no, it kind of means like read the room or get the hint, bitch. I want something. Like come on, like
Nah, I'm more of a I'll do something for you, and kind of like this, like it's rare to me to buy something for myself. I'd rather buy you something. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm. A giver.
I'm a giver, and then I don't know how to receive. I just feel like, I don't know. I get awkward.
It's weird.
it's like I'll hide my emotions, but I shouldn't.
Wait, you don't want to.
I should be more open.
You don't want to show excited. You want to be an alpha.
No, it's not that.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Is it because you've had everything your whole life? I'm kidding. You don't know how to accept something new. You're just like, great, thanks. No,
That's it.
no.
No, boy, I'm so grateful for everything. I'm grateful for the little things, like your gift that you gave me for Christmas.
That was a good one.
I love it. It's something so simple, but it's like I literally wear it frequently, and it's just funny because it's so.
It's just a shirt.
You know, yeah, it's just a shirt with a man's face on it.
There's a shirt with Cristiano Ronaldo's face on it because he is the biggest fan. No,
it's funny when I wear it. I'll be like, Shirley will give me a kiss, and I'm like, you forgot one. You need to kiss him too. I hope Andy's not watching. He's gonna click.
He's gonna screen record it. He's gonna send it to the chat every time. Like Wilbert's wearing a shirt right now.
Mm-hmm. Oh, wait, hold on. How you 30 with a man on you? With a man's face? I'm like, all right, buddy.
Fuck you. We're fucking 30, but we're not. We're the new adults, but we're not. Fuck you. You're 30, but you look like you're 13.
You know what? I love that compliment. No, not that I'm 13. I've never heard that before.
And again, I don't hang with little kids. It's just that's the age. It's the joke, man. Come on, 13 going on 30 is a movie.
I'm 30, but I know that I don't look 30, and I know that other people don't think I'm 30. They'll think I'm like in my 20s, like let's say 24, 25, and that's fine with me because in the way I think about it is that let's say when I'm 40, I'm gonna look 30, and then when I'm 50, I told Shirley I want to shave my beard. So I can look even younger, and so I'll take that compliment. You know,
the silver fox.
It's always good to look young and feel young, but I don't feel 30.
It's weird because I try to what nothing really changed. Like I mean, yeah, big change. You got a whole house, married and all that, but it's like we ourselves are still the same people, kind of. Regardless of all the shit that's going on. And I heard that like this new generation of people aren't good. We're just not gonna be the same, man. It's gonna be a whole lot different.
I think it's just the mentality and the way of life has changed compared to 15 years ago when we were in high school. Our mindsets, or maybe it's the mindset that we had back then is what the youth have now. So that now that we're 15 years older, we have the youth that older people had, and now we can relate to older, but then back then it was like a fine line of like you won't know until you're there,
right? That's like with everything.
Yeah, I mean, because look at you, like you weren't thinking about marriage or
what? Yeah, life. Yeah, it was
okay, but like what I'm trying to really, so you're trying to get married at 13, 14, 15? Okay, buddy.
Yeah, dude. That's exactly what I wanted. That's why I searched so hard for a girlfriend. No, okay, yeah. No, you're right, yeah. Because I am in the process. Wilbur's already married. So like now I go to him whenever I gotta get something done. And well, the thing is that we both knew our ladies at the same time. He just got married faster, which is cool. There's nothing wrong with that. Yeah, same time. We're same years.
When did you meet? Well, no, you had already known.
So
your fiance because of work.
I had known her before. Yeah, because of work. We worked together, and I wasn't really trying to spit game. I just liked her, but she had a man. Yada yada, whatever. She went. I don't know. She went off. I don't want to know. It's better that I don't know. And then I went off. I did some things too. The fuck. I lived a life. I had a relationship. And then we came back after a couple years. It was right before COVID. Both freshly single. And then we both kind of knew that, like, bro, if we start talking, it's either we fucking stop talking forever or we just, I mean, not thug it out, but like, just, you know, it is what it is. Like, we're a thing.
I think we're failing to mention they don't even know.
Yeah, they don't know
how long we've known each other or how we met.
Oh no, yeah. See, so this is the problem when you're so cool with the guest. It's so easy to just go into conversation about shit. But I do have a list. Yeah. No, we'll get there. I mean. anybody who's watching would kind of know us, all right? And then the reason I'm even having to do these is because when we do pop off, somebody's gonna be like, who is this guy? And they will just come back and be like, oh, what? And they'll see this is the first episode, it's the first time I got my boy here, and the first time I like to think that Wilbert is in front of a camera. So yeah, so like this is still an honor. But before we go down memory lane, because I do have my thing. What do you do out here?
Yeah. So I mean, obviously, when we met, we pretty much lived in the same neighborhood. It was like a.
Hold up.
What? Can't hear me? Nothing.
No, we're good.
We're good now.
Yeah, we back. We back in business, baby. It's okay.
All right.
It's okay. It's fine. I had just asked Wilbert what the fuck he does out here, and just decided to mess up. But I gave him some time to come up with an answer. What do you do out here?
So, growing up, I lived in the same neighborhood with Kevin, and and that's how we became close friends. And so that was in Lawrenceville. Now I'm all the way in Bethlehem. Some people don't even know that city. Like, I think it's funny when I talk to people and they ask me, "Oh, where do you live?" "Oh, I live in Bethlehem." I'm like, "Where's that?"
Bro, Georgia has a place called Bethlehem, and it's not that far from the city, and it's not that far from where we're from. It's less than an hour. It's not that far nowadays.
When I remember I told somebody, I was like a stranger. He goes, "Oh yeah, I'm moving to Bethlehem." He goes, "Damn, the country?" Like in Israel?
No, God.
And I was like, "No, dude, like next to Winder."
That's how dumb people are in Georgia. They don't know.
So obviously, when I was house hunting at the time, the prices were at the top, because this was like what? When did I buy the house?
Pre-COVID, after
No, it wasn't pre-COVID.
after COVID.
Yeah, it was definitely after COVID because I moved in November 2022. And then yeah, I mean the opportunity came. We found a nice home all the way here in Bethlehem. And and so we've been here for more than 2 years now. And yeah.
Damn, time flies. 2 years. Well, same thing with Melvin. He had his spot for 2 years, but the first year nobody invites their friends over because they're like, oh, I don't have furniture, I don't have this, I don't have that. Okay, it's fine. We don't care. We'll pull up anywhere. But this place is definitely a work in progress. It's an investment. A lot of shit is building around. Bro, the only way to get here is just straight. You drive straight as fuck. If you get lost, that's on you, because all you gotta do is make a right and a left, and then you're at Wilbur's. But you have to drive straight for a good bit, kinda. But I mean, it is tempting to come out here, man. You're not the only one. There's a lot of people coming out here, dude. Because Gwinnett is so damn full.
Yeah, no, there is a lot of project developments happening in the area. At first, when I first came here, I was like, oh, damn, there's no civilization. There's nothing. But it turns out it's like a 5-minute drive. I got everything I need. I got the movies, Chick-fil-A, Starbucks, Home Goods, Target, Publix, Kroger. Like, there's nothing that I don't need that's not. I could just, it's easily accessible. So what I know is going to happen is I know for a fact that this area is going to be like the new Duluth, where where it's the next place to come and build, since there's so much land here.
What county is this?
This is Barrow County.
Barrow County. I mean, come on, man. Look, guys, if
it's because we're all just used to Gwinnett and Lawrenceville. That's all.
Georgia. When you hear Georgia, you think Atlanta, okay? And then, well, we're 30 minutes from Atlanta, so we claim Atlanta, but we're Gwinnett. But also, Gwinnett got some popping people. Gwinnett got some famous people. We went to school technically with the Migos, Quavo, Offset, Takeoff, R.I.P. Just Gwinnett has a lot of famous athletes. We got a lot of good athletes, football players, basketball players popping off. But yeah, it's not Atlanta, but it's also not super racist. Like, we're halfway. Like, we got a good sweet spot.
I mean, you go a little bit more, 5 minutes more, you'll start seeing some different political views. Definitely
5 minutes more. Okay. Yeah, we're up there, man. It's but it's nice. There's nothing wrong with it. I mean, you got a whole house. I mean, bro, if I had a house, I wouldn't do shit. I would just be in the house looking for shit to do. So it's chill. Very chill out here, huh? Nothing.
No, of course. There's a lot of things. I would I mean, I don't want to say there's a lot of things to do, but there's enough to keep you preoccupied. You know.
I'm about to say, yeah. I mean, with all the time,
But
well,
it is
yeah.
quiet. It is quieter. It's more chill, more peaceful. One thing that we do love is that we get amazing sunsets, and I think it's because the farther you are from the city, the less smog is in the air, and the clouds are just the sky is more visible, and so like I personally think that the sunsets we get are way better than what I would experience back at my old house. So that's a plus.
that much traffic.
I think no, I think that's what it is. Just it's less people, so less pollution in the air. Not even smog, but less pollution. But I think that makes like a small difference with the sunsets.
Also, less lights.
Like I think the stars are. I can see more stars than back when I would at my mom's.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Like if you paid attention, like if you want to compare.
Like any stargazing thing that I've looked at trying to go do, because I would like to do that, is up here. Like we got to pass this side. We got to go up. Because yeah.
Trying to look at stars.
I like stars. Why not? Cool. Like, well, where our friend Abel lives, like they look pretty nice.
I'm sure there's stars there.
They're nice out there. Yeah, because he lives 2 hours away.
It's farther.
Fuck that motherfucker. He's next. I'm gonna get his ass soon. But yeah, no, it's cool. Yeah, like the stargazing spots. Because even where I'm from, like sometimes it looks nice in my neighborhood because my neighborhood doesn't have that much light. It was dark, and then Wilbert used to have to run home at night in those dark ass streets.
That was before I didn't have a car.
Because he lived that close, bro. He lived that close where he could run to his house. Like he would just run home. But that's it. That's in memory lane. That's where we're going towards right now because you know we've known each other for a long ass time. Wait, and I realized how long until you know I had to write out for the homies. I don't want to be rude and just be out here like yo, let's just talk. But yeah, I did have to go to memory lane, and we have been friends for a long time. So we're gonna go down memory lane, and then after memory lane, I'm gonna just ask a couple of questions. Nothing too crazy. Just, I mean, depends. We can't make this too long. First of many. Trying to keep it short, but I'm asking some questions because Wilbur swears that he has a good ass memory. He's like, oh, I remember everything, man. Everything.
I have a good memory.
He claims he has good memory, and I'm gonna test that memory. But first, we're going down memory lanes. All right. We've known each other for more than half our lives, a little over half our lives, probably half our lives because we're 30, 15, you know, around there. If I remember correctly, we met in 8th grade, and we met in the back of the bus because we were discriminated against, so they put us back there. No, because we were the cool kids and we sat in the back of the bus. But I had known another mutual friend of ours, Rishi. I knew him first because of soccer. Everything's mainly about soccer. Ball is life around here, motherfuckers. So it was mainly about soccer. Remember, we met in the back of the bus, but they were friends, but we really became friends because we had the same phone. So we both had the LG Shine back in the day before there was even apps or any of that shit. We had the LG Shine. Oh, fuck. Motorola Razr Sidekick. All those kinds of phones were the cool ones back in the day. He had the silver one. I had the black one.
I don't even think people knew. If you tell me right now, if you told somebody, oh, you know what LG Shine is? No, so you gotta just pop it on the screen.
Damn, put a picture? All right, fine. I put a picture because he fucking said so for anybody watching. But LG Shine is a phone that used to slide up. And yeah, thanks. And it had physical keyboards. We used to click. So it'd be like A, B, C. You have to click it 3 times if you want C, D, E, F. That's how we used to text back then. We used to kill it. And then we used to also be able to put a signature if we wanted to on the bottom.
You still have it?
The Shine?
I still have mine.
For real?
Yeah. I was actually gonna.
That's a fossil. You want to bring it out? Just be like, look, proof that we fucking that he had the phone.
I still have it. You can just see it. You can show them the picture.
You gotta believe us. Everything we say here is the truth, so you have to believe us. Because why would we lie to you people? We set this up, but yeah, that's how we really ended up being friends because of that. But see, that was in 8th grade. So even before that, it wasn't that much time when Wilbur was like without me, without knowing me as a friend. So were you born and raised here in Georgia?
Yeah.
For real?
Born and raised in Georgia. I'm a Italian. What they say?
Yeah, he's an official Italian. I mean, fuck. Before that, it was middle school. Did we meet in 8th grade? I don't remember. Like, what was it? High school, freshman year?
No, we did not. We met in middle school, and because I already knew Rishi, so we would sit in the back, and then you had just moved from New York, but you had met Rishi prior before because of GFC, I'm assuming. So we already had that mutual friend. So then I sat in the back because they would pick up Rishi first, and then they would pick me up, and then yours would be the next stop. And I remember because whenever I would wake up late and I'd have to run to the school bus, I would run to your house when I would miss the bus. So just to catch it on time. And then yeah, so I mean, I saw that you had the same phone, and I don't like to make things awkward if I'm just talking to one person, but then Rishi's talking to you. So then I just engaged in the conversation, and then turns out we had a lot of things in common. And then yeah, and then we went to high school together, and then we just continued to have more mutual friends. Then his cousins became my friends. Um, and then yeah, just one big, you know,
That's what I try to explain to people. It's just one big ass fucking group. Because like friends that who are not family, it would be him, the guy we mentioned, Rishi, his brother, 3 other guys, or Ricky, who I had, his brother, Abel, the one I had, like I've had him when he was in the army in Kentucky. I'm gonna go back to his ass next. He's just not family, but like it's just
Ryan,
it's really just half family, half friends, and then we just all one big ass group.
I always thought it was funny. It was always Salvadorians.
And we're all Salvadorian. Oh, we up right now. We up right now. You cannot say shit to Salvadorians right now. Yeah, I can shut the fuck up.
Right. Before it was cool to be Salvadorian.
Yeah. We were Salvadorian before it was fucking cool. We were Salvadorian when there was fucking gangs. There's no gangs in El Salvador no more. If y'all know, if y'all live under a rock, if you don't know what the fuck's going on, we fucking doing it right now. El Salvador, we're on the fucking map, one of the greatest countries in the world. But yeah, we would all be Salvadorian. Yeah, we really just met in like we never even had like the same team in middle school, right? Because remember teams, those school, 4 teachers
Is that what it was?
make a team,
Yeah.
Or sometimes it'll be 2 teachers if you're smart or retarded. One of the two.
I think yeah, you were in the other hallway.
I was in the
There
dumber
was
side.
It was 2 hallways. No, I think you were in the cool hallway where all the cool kids were at, all the popular.
That was good. You were in Berkmar Middle, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know why I thought the other one, because where we're from, there's you either have Berkmar Middle, where like the good kids went, or you have Radloff, where all the fucking sluts and the cool kids went, which is where Ricky went.
I thought he went to Sweetwater.
Oh, I said Radloff? Oh, I'm drunk. Sweetwater. Yeah, my bad.
Yeah,
Sweetwater.
no
Yeah, I'm sorry.
It was Sweetwater.
I went to Radloff 2 years.
Which is weird because we were like down the street from Sweetwater, like literally in front of
We're closer to Sweetwater,
so I don't know how
technically, than we are to Berkmar.
No, I think what it was is that that Pleasant Hill Road, that was the cutoff. So anyone over that line went to Sweetwater, and then we went to Berkmar. Mm-hmm. But I mean,
because where we're from, it's just like there's one big ass road that connects a lot of stuff. We live in a good area, guys. We're not from the hood, but like we it's good.
I'm suburban.
Yeah, we're in the suburbs. We're suburban guys. We're from the suburbs, but okay, middle school is cool. I was trying to remember. Before then, yeah, we met. Everything's really around soccer. A lot of shit is around soccer. Even before I met Wilbert. So what I knew about them, and what I know now is that they've always been into soccer, one, and they've always had a newspaper company. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, there is a newspaper companies are real. My boy works for one. He lives off of one. So we're doing good. There's a whole other world that the technology side doesn't fucking know about, that you youngsters, that older people actually use because, well, sometimes it's just a little more convenient. Nobody could fucking type on a phone. So I just knew that you had a newspaper thing. And soccer. Your sister, soccer. Everybody soccer. His dad plays soccer. My dad don't play soccer. My dad cuts grass. It's cool seeing a dad play soccer, but his dad's like, he's known in the community because of the company, Estadio Sports. Check it out because it is popular. It is known around here in these parts. How is it running a newspaper company? How is it working for one? Because I've been doing it for so damn long, and they're good, so it must be good. They're just good. They're not bad. They're not struggling. They're blessed. They have more than enough.
Yeah. So obviously, like you said,
not to hype it up too much.
Yeah, my dad is the he started the company over 30 years ago. So, yeah, over 30 years ago, like in 1994. I wasn't even born
Yeah,
yet.
we weren't. Yeah, we both weren't
I
born
wasn't
yet.
born yet. You know, he started it from from nothing. You know, his office was my old baby room, or my old room at my first house that I lived in. That I that my sister and I would share a room just so that he can have an office. And it wasn't until like he started growing, which I finally had my own room. And then yeah, you know, from humble beginnings, you know, in a hard drive. And I think that like I think a lot of Hispanic parents had no choice but to work hard since they knew the life that they had back then. They left that life to give themselves and their kids a better life. So, you know, you work hard and it'll pay off. It'll show. Obviously that was back when, you know, physical newspapers were a thing, you know, and so he was like one of the pioneers when it came to sports coverage in Atlanta and Georgia. You know, he's the OG, so that's why, you know, you say his name or you know him. You know, when I'm like, oh, when they ask me who's my dad, and be like, that's your dad, and I'm like, yeah, because if, or at least if you're in the surrounded in the sports scene, I can. There's a high probability that you've seen him at least. Maybe you don't know his name, but you've seen him because yeah, 30 years. It's a long time.
He's been out there, and then like just all the local fields here, and just so you know how official they are because he's been in it so long. He is Atlanta United games. He could go to other games because he has like the press pass, right? But obviously, he'll use it mainly for soccer. Like,
well, I mean, yeah. So the way
we don't care about the Falcons. Come
No.
on.
He's been to all of them: Falcons, Hawks, Super Bowls, multiple finals, all sports. That was so when he first started. Yeah, he would cover all those games, all those genres of sports. But obviously, mainly to the Hispanic community, sports, soccer is where it's at. That's where the more money is at, since there's more eyes,
More beaners.
more.
There's a lot of us out here.
You know, the beauty of it is that, you know, it's right now. Let's say you turn on the TV or you get on your phone, the only people you see of coverage is famous soccer players. So I love the fact that my dad was able to give like a platform to a whole bunch of local talent. Like, bro, if you don't know, Georgia has so many ballers. And it's unfortunate that these ballers couldn't take it, like, you know, go pro and go to a higher level, because I promise you the talent that Atlanta has is ridiculous. So, but it's amazing that my dad over these years has been able to give them like a platform, a light, you know, a way of showing their product, you know. And it's cool to be able to, let's say you're in a final and then you have someone taking pictures and doing interviews, and then because it's hard, like, especially if you're just like an amateur just playing a local league, you know, no one's gonna take pictures of you. And at the end of the day, those are memories, you know. Or like, let's say the feeling of you being printed on a newspaper, full page, that's cool, you know. And a lot of people can't say that they've ever been on a newspaper before or on a media, because no one has ever given them that opportunity. So I think it's cool. I still have friends who kept their original posters.
I was about to say that.
That have been made, whether it was like a beanerly or high school or just anything, um, you know, of them playing sports,
Like,
and they still have that as a memoir, and you know, and that's like forever.
I was gonna say, deep, like somewhere out there, there's somebody that we know that still has his newspaper on the wall, because also where we're from, there was like a rivalry between schools. So it'd be one school versus one school. And you know, if one, your dad actually, there was the first joke that I know that, like, let's say you ask somebody like, yo, what's the score of the game? It'd be like, dos ceros. I'm like, what? It'd be like, oh shit, that's just 2-0. Like, no, dos ceros, 2-0, 0-0. So like one it'll be a tie. His dad, nobody else has made that joke. I've never heard it anywhere else. That's just old, bro. He gave me that one. But yeah, like the schools were rival, and then because, you know, we're our locals, and his son did go to one of the rivalry schools. If his school will win, they're on the front page. Boom, right in
Well,
front.
Well, only nah.
Sometimes?
I mean, not Metacritic.
Oh, they got their
Metacritic
whole
would be on
page.
there.
Okay.
Like especially when they won
They
state.
they weren't biased, but yeah.
Yeah, we weren't. Yeah, he wasn't biased. He's yeah, he wasn't a biased journalist.
Yeah, he couldn't
Yeah.
really be.
I mean, obviously,
It would show.
you know, now times have changed. We're in the technology era. No more print guys, so you can't just pick a physical copy. Everything's digital now, you know. So now
It'll come back around, man. I mean,
everything now is PDF files.
but even when like,
Yeah,
hey,
click
download this link.
on-
Take a screenshot. Look at it in your phone right
Go
here.
ahead and zoom in.
Right. Even like sometimes, even some at work, like when people try to give me cash, that feels nice because the restaurant is cashless, so it's never cash. I can't give no change or nothing. But when somebody gives me a little dollar bill, it's nice. I could go to the gas station and get cheaper gas with it because there's a cash price. So yeah, it's better to have physical shit. But dang, yeah, and they're still doing it. They still working. Wilbur actually has to do some work probably later. His dad might call him while we're talking shit right now. Hopefully not, but it's he said it better than I could have in any other way because so you understand the importance of their company. It's not none. I don't know where the fuck you're from. You're probably one of these young kids who just get everything off TikTok. Get your sports news off TikTok like Andy.
He's gonna say we're obsessed with him if we keep mentioning his name.
You're doing good, kid. You have haters. Keep it up. Keep going to the gym.
You don't hate you. Look, he did.
Keep mewing.
That's funny. See?
What, your dad?
No, he
Oh,
did text.
Yep. There's a text right there.
No problem.
It's a. It was
okay.
nothing. It was nothing. All right, bet. Now we good. Uh. This is Kicking It with Kevin. So good thing this is all about soccer because we're still going to be kicking it. More soccer. No, just so the other guy that was here before, Wilbur actually knew him when they were 4 years old, like even younger, way before. Like they knew each other.
Met him when I was 4 because we played on the same soccer team, Boca Juniors.
A good one.
And then, yeah, he's my longest friend. So that's over.
That doesn't mean he's the better friend.
26 years.
That doesn't mean he has a podcast.
Ricky's just Ricky. But if I ever need a recommendation for a good bar or a restaurant, he's your guy. He's your guy.
I told you guys he goes out. It was an honor to have him next to me, touching my legs while doing the podcast. We're not touching legs right here. We have no space. We're good here. But
one thing about Ricky is that he'll never change. Like, till this day, if you ever speak with him, he'll never curse. But he did curse once.
Okay.
That was to me.
Wilbur got him to curse.
I got him to curse.
Wilbur's got people to do a lot of shit.
I got him. I got him to curse not because I like forced him. It's more of I think he was just a little bit too under much the influence. And I think I triggered him. I don't know what I said. We were both in a different state of mind, you know. And yeah, I don't know what I said, but I must have said something that just triggered him. Yeah. And he cursed. Oh. And then you remember? No, I don't remember. And I'm like, it's funny is that he cursed and then the whole room just got quiet. We were like, did we just hear it? Like Ricardo curse? Because I always make fun of him, you know. I'll be like, oh, because the way he curses, he'll just be like, man, forget you. Oh, hex no. Or junk.
Yeah, like, oh, what the crap? What the freak? What the heck? Yeah, like a young kid.
But that's what makes him him, you know? That's what makes him special.
He was in church before all of us. He grew up in the church. He was in there before it was cool. He was in there before we all needed saving.
But shout out to him.
He got a early VIP access to God.
Shout out to him because he put me on to the church he goes to now, and you know that's the church that we are committed to, and yeah, we go every week. We go with him whenever he can. Sometimes I'll go in the 9 service and he'll go at 11 service. But no, like I really enjoy going to that church, and you know it's thanks to him because he's the one that showed me. Yeah,
because the guy's been around. If you mention Ricky's name at his church, You pay a less monthly cost on your membership. You get VIP seats in the front, and you don't have to give every week.
You get extra bread.
You get extra bread. You get extra wine. You get one free bottle.
You get
The second one half off. I don't know.
A seat closer to God.
That's probably why like shit be happening to me. I try to make jokes with the Lord, and I don't think he likes it, but it's okay. That's on me. Hold on, wait, no, we're not done because okay, my joke that I fucking thought of was that Wilbert, that's my trigger because Wilbert triggers people because he triggered Ricky. He triggered Ricky that day.
I know you're gonna say nice.
One time, Brian.
Was Brian?
Our cousin. Oh damn, you have another one? Okay, our cousin. One time,
why did I trigger Brian?
he got mad. Okay,
but every time it's because they're drunk. Like
we're all drunk.
I think they're just sensitive.
I mean, look, when we're drunk, we misinterpret things. We take things wrong. Sometimes we're a little sensitive, or sometimes we just take ourselves too serious. But Wilbur, Brian, bro, we got okay. So we were coming home from the club. Okay, goddamn, this is all gonna tie in at the end. But okay, so back then we used to go raving a lot, and then it was just one of the nights where we went out on a rave because we used to go out every week. We didn't care what DJ it was. We didn't care how like it was as long as it was cheap. We're there. We don't know who was there. So that was kind of funny because sometimes we'd go and be like, man, this shit sucked. Or sometimes we're like, man, it was good. It's because like the DJ who was there. One time we're going back home. Wilbur made fun of Brian with some shit about SpongeBob. Or something about like, it was a SpongeBob reference and Brian got mad. And then he was like, yo, get the fuck out the car. And he dropped us off at our cousin's house.
Are you sure that was me?
Yes, it was me, you, and him. It was three of us. He got mad. Because Wilbur had made the joke earlier throughout the night, like before we went in the club, and then I guess like he just didn't understand, bro. SpongeBob references aren't for everybody. So then he did it again later, and then Brian got mad, and then he's like, "Yo, get the fuck out!" And then I was like, Brian wasn't mad at me, he was mad at him. So then I was like, he made both of us get out. I was like, "What the fuck, man? What the fuck you talking about, man? You tripping? What the fuck?" So he dropped us at Marvin's house, Eric's house. I don't remember. And then his sister picked us up later that night because it was late, but not that late. But point is, we got dropped off, and we could have walked home, but it took a long time. But he triggered Brian. But what fucking time did you talk about? Because I don't know what the fuck you saying. And I was just saying that because Wilbur in the group chat that we have, he just talks shit and makes people mad. So he just triggers people, and so he's my trigger. This is my trigger.
I don't trigger people. He's exaggerating.
As sweet as he sounds, don't let the text confuse you. Don't let the way he fucking talks confuse you.
No, I don't trigger people. At least I don't think I do. I think I like to go against what people say. Like, let's say if it's like an intimate space and you're saying something, I'll go against it just to make it interesting and fun.
To trigger you. To trigger your anger.
But I don't go around like trying to cause fights. Like I've never.
You're not an instigator.
I'm not an instigator.
That's different. That's like ooh.
Or like I've never given.
Oh shit! Money fell out of my pocket.
Blessings. No, I don't. Yeah, I don't look for fights. I don't cause fights. I don't cause problems. Nah, that's not me.
You don't.
But damn. I mean, we used to.
What time are we talking about? Was it when lotion?
That's Ricardo though.
I know, but what were you talking
Ricardo
about?
triggered me.
Was that the lotion? That was
you.
Yeah. Oh, that was him. Yeah.
That happened to me.
Okay, so they triggered each other. Damn, dude, somewhere out there, man, there's footage of this shit. I know there is because those.
No, I don't think there's footage.
There has to be. There was times when my parents would go out of town every year to go to El Salvador, where we're from, because certain time of the year it gets popping, it gets cool. So then my parents usually go every time, and then we would just fucking hang it out the house and get lit, you know, under the influence, and then I don't know, man. It was so dumb. Like all of us, like, because we have a hammock in my living room. Wilbur was on the hammock. We're just chilling there. I don't know if we were hanging out late, early. I don't know what the fuck happened that day, but Ricky started showing his ass. Ricky was pulling down his pants, trying to show his ass. And then he got lotion on his hand and he hit Wilbur. And then that got him mad. So he triggered him. God damn, I forgot about that shit till he said that.
I've never tried to fight somebody until that day. I've never tried it. Yeah. Like, bro, he got me so pissed off.
Dude, okay, so that's one thing. Okay, that's one thing about us. We're all close friends. We're all homies. I even asked Ricky, I was like, yo, we're all friends, right? Shouldn't we be a little more gay with each other? You know, like I love you or like huggy huggy, but we're not those kind of people. We and then we weren't we're right in the middle. We're not too gay and we're not too masculine where we fucking punch each other in the face and be like, ha 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 ha. Like it's just like we're cool, you know. We're not retarded. We know we have a certain limit. We know how far to go. We know it's too far on every way. I think.
One thing that I do enjoy about our friendship is that we don't. Let's say we'll make fun of each other or we'll make crack jokes, but we'll never like make one another feel like shit. You know, we'll never throw anyone under the bus or degrade you or things like that. Like, you know how there's like harsh jokes? No, yeah, we don't do that. Our jokes are just more of just different stuff, but never on a like on a emotional level to where I'm gonna lower your self esteem, things like that.
I mean I do hear of people like they air out people's business. That's one. I guess that's one thing we don't do. We don't air out each other's business or go too personal. Like I think low key we know enough about each other where we could say certain things. It was like, bro,
No, of course, we're not gonna do that because then I just feel like you take it too personal. You know, I think at the end of the day, friends are supposed to uplift each other. You know, there's been times where you've came to me. I don't know if I should say this. Like, I where you
go. It's my podcast. You got to learn about me.
Well, no, I mean, I'm not gonna say nothing. I'm not gonna get too in depth, but where things have happened to you and you needed someone to talk to, and you've came to me, you know, in tears and because you were dealing with a certain something,
Okay.
and you needed my advice,
And it wasn't a death in the family, so what else could it be? No, yeah, for sure.
And I think, I mean, that's that's important to be friends, you know, to have and that's why we've been friends for so long,
Bro, because
Yeah.
it's so easy. It's so easy to get mad and just say something about somebody. But at the same time, it's like I think most of us or most everybody we just say things to get a laugh. Like low key, everybody's a comedian in a way. So like everybody just wants to get a laugh. Like how many ha-has can you get in the chat being mean? Like it's just, at some point it's like, God damn. It's
But
like,
we'll never take it
shouldn't
to
have said
like
that.
we'll never take it like above to where it's like some people just don't know how to joke. Be like, oh, I mean, I can't even give you an example because I don't have it in me.
A good example. Like going too far. I've
I mean,
I've definitely gone too far in a group chat sometimes. Sometimes my messages get interpreted, but it's fine. I knew I was trying to be funny, but yeah, okay, that's definitely as a getting older thing because back then we would just clown a little more in the chats, and I think that's when we realized, okay, we can't be too mean to everybody. Or like I don't know, it's just like you just see how people react. And wait, bro, nobody wants to live with somebody mad at you, especially your close friends. It's weird because you got to see them eventually at some point, bro. We're that close. That's how the closest group is. You can't really avoid any of us unless
it's a small circle, but it's a close circle, you know. And like I've spoken to Shirley about it, and she notices it too. I think the fact that obviously we've gotten older, so everyone has parted ways where we don't see each other as much, but on the moments that we do get together, it's so much fun. Like it's literally like just reliving memories and being able to be comfortable and not have to fake anything. You could just be yourself because these are the friends that you grew up with. And it's just so much I appreciate it more as I'm older, especially when we get together because it's not every day, but when we do get together, it's always a good time. It's always fun.
I ain't gonna lie, we hang out like it's a good amount. I don't think it's at some point I did feel like damn fuck I haven't seen none of these guys in a minute, but I feel like we hang out more consistently. There's always something going on.
I would say
some birthday, some event.
There was like a time where no one just spoke to anybody.
Right?
Like,
The group
the chat was dead. It's almost like if everyone just split and parted ways and like just said, "All right, peace out, guys."
We might have gotten a little too mean in the chats, so then everybody had to go split ways, find new friends. We're like, all right, we can't fucking hang out with these guys every time. These guys are mean, so we found our friends. And around that time, yeah, everybody kind of, literally everybody went and did their own thing. Like
that's what happens when you try to like bring extra people into the circle. that you try to stir the pot. Some ingredients don't match up. If it ain't broken, don't fix it.
Yeah, like pizza and pineapples, they don't go together. So like, why try it?
If you don't try it, how would you know?
No, say fuck you. No, fuck you. You can't add things to the group. Wilbert, you said it.
But unless they were already established, you can't remove it. It was already there.
Unless they sweet.
Nah, I
We
guess
add a
not.
sweet motherfucker to the group.
I'm that sweet guy.
Add a pineapple. Add a pineapple to the pizza. Yeah, I mean, as much as we want to, we just don't. Yeah, there's only so big you can make the group. I mean, look, I tried to include as many people as I could as my groomsmen. I really did. The whole chat is not even there. There's still a couple. It's 12 guys. He's number one. There's 12 of us, and I still
It's a whole soccer.
I still didn't put some extra people.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's 11 people, a squad of soccer, and plus one super sub.
The 12th man, the mascot.
Fuck it, the mascot. Yeah, the mascot. Somebody, but like, yeah, there's like a lot of us. I mean, and there's the good thing is there's so many of us. Is like it's not the last time that we're gonna do
I'm sorry, not the mascot.
any of this shit. Coach?
Yeah, no. 'Cause
Oh, I
you're
could be the
you're
coach. Okay, fuck it, I'll be
Yeah,
the
you're the
coach.
coach.
Yeah, I'll be the coach.
You're the gaffer.
I'm the what? What'd you call me?
The
The gayfer? Yo, nobody knows about gayfer. Nobody says gayfer nowadays. Everybody just says the F word. They go straight to the offensive word. I'm gonna bleep the word.
like the episode of SpongeBob.
I'm a
You said-
word, yeah.
No,
When they start cursing,
the anchor.
yeah.
I think that's my favorite
When they
episode
drop.
of SpongeBob. Is the
the dolphin noises.
no, I think it's called Sailor's Mouth.
Oh yeah.
And I think that's because it's funnier now because now we can interpretate.
Because we
like
can think
how-
of what
how-
words
yeah.
they're using at that time. Like, hey, what's up, my?
It's funnier now. So they knew what they were doing. Oh yeah.
Bro, they're smart. But okay, sometimes I like to get high and watch SpongeBob because it was so good back then. Well, I like getting high now and watching SpongeBob. That's why we're never gonna change. I'm a big kid. But we're still in memory lane.
Okay.
High school. God damn, we went off a little bit, but no, it was. I mean, that was it. It was really just like we all did soccer. We barely had classes. High school, we had oceanography one time. We would all cheat in that class, but it was even as easy as the class was. We just didn't want to do nothing, so we just cheated. Did you know 3 guys in our group broke their legs? We got Ricky, Abel, and you. Because of soccer, because motherfuckers were playing soccer. Ball is life. Ball is so life. They broke their legs because they liked it that much. They wanted to be so good and hit the fucking ball that they broke their legs. I don't know who was first. It had to be you. No, sorry. It was Abel first because he graduated high school first.
Yeah.
So he broke it. Bro, he did his in conditioning or like some practice or some shit. But like, yeah, he broke his shit. And well, man, you know what? I'll mention it later to him, but he was supposed to have a good football career, but he got hurt. Soccer will fucking do that to you. Ricky was way later because it was after high school. Wilbert, unfortunately, was...
Mine was 2010. December 2010.
Sophomore year?
December 1st, 2010. Because it was at I think it was called the Nike Cup. It was super cold that day. I got there late. I didn't get to warm up. And at the time I was a left back, and I was the only left back that we had on the team. So
Left backs and right backs in general are rare as fuck to find.
especially a left back that's a lefty.
A left back with a left...
Yeah.
One, because, in soccer, you want to score the goals, you want the glory, but nobody really wants to, do the dirty work. It's hard to find somebody who want to be back there and just save the fucking team from getting scored on.
So, yeah, I got there late. The game was at like 8 a.m, and it was like an hour away. I got there late. I didn't even get to warm up, so my body was cold. The floor was already frozen because it was super early in the morning. We're talking about December 1st, so it was really, really cold, and it's funny. It's
back when it used to get cold.
It's funny how it happened, but it's embarrassing just because the way I broke my leg was like in the first 10 minutes of the match where I didn't, the cool way to say is that I slid tackle somebody and then I got someone mad and they slid tackle me. No, I broke my leg by myself. I since it was so icy, the ball was rolling really fast. and I missed it, and I mistimed it, and I hit the floor with like so much impact. So then like I just hear a crack, and then I've never broken my anything, but I just knew that I broke something. And then I just like immediately fall to the ground. And since it was so wet and cold, all the parents just started throwing their jackets on me. like, so I just looked like one big ass like donation pile where you just like throw your. And then
You look like a lost and found.
my mom wasn't there, and thank God she wasn't there. She would have freaked out.
That probably would have made it worse.
Only my dad was there.
No disrespect to the mamas,
And-
but I know how. Yeah, mamas are mamas.
And then my dad just looks at me. He's like, "Estás bien?" I'm like, bro, I just broke my leg and like I can't move. I'm like, and then they just took me to the. It's funny. I mean, it's not funny, but it's funny now, I guess. But I just remember like hitting the ground, and I started crying, not because of the pain, because I was on so much adrenaline. I started crying and tearing up because I knew that the next month was soccer tryouts for high school, since we had it in January. So I was like, damn, I can't. I have to miss a whole year of high school soccer, and I enjoyed it a lot. Yeah. So I mean, I remember they took me in the ambulance, took me to the hospital. It's funny, the guy next door at the hospital broke his leg in the same tournament on the same day, but he has a cooler story. He broke his leg because he did a backflip. So that's cool. At least he scored. I got nothing out of it.
Mother.
At least he got a goal.
Okay, I guess I'll give him that. But
Yeah. So also,
how do you fuck up?
well,
What,
I did a
he landed
backflip.
wrong. He
Yeah,
landed
you
wrong?
land wrong. You gotta think about it. It's the floor is
God damn
cold.
it.
It's slippery. I mean, I've seen videos. You've seen professionals get hurt
Yeah.
doing backflips. They don't recommend you to do it.
God
But
damn.
people.
Ball is life, man. All
Yeah.
that adrenaline. You got running through. You want to do something. You're like, I don't want to fucking. But that
Bro.
damn. So that just means that Wilbert was gonna kick the fuck out that ball. Like he was gonna kick that shit so fucking hard that he broke his leg. Cause I mean,
Yeah.
you kick the ground sometimes, but like he was gonna hit the fuck out that ball.
Shattered my tibia. Like think of like a potato chip. You crack it. So like Ricardo, he broke his bone in half. Mine is the tibia is the long bone in front,
Mm.
under the knee.
Mm.
So I shattered the tip right under the knee. Yeah.
Just a tip.
Yeah. So like my bone was like popped out, and I never saw my bone because I didn't want to look down, but my teammates, they saw it. They looked away immediately.
Like holy shit, your boner.
Yeah.
Your bone's out. your bone is out of your pants. It's out of your socks. Oh man. And then well, that always sucks. I've been lucky enough to not break none. I'm not that active. you can't break a bone playing FIFA at home. Or I mean, you can't break a bone trying to podcast. But then yeah, well, I'm damn near done. Well, today so like I was at I donate plasma for money sometimes, and then like I had to do a physical, and they're like, "You ever broke a bone?" Yeah, I swear to God, look, I have a little dot right here.
Plasma?
I just came back today, this morning. I get money, free money. You gotta do what you gotta do when you don't go to college. Wilbur went to college. That's one of my questions. You went to college. Good for you. No. But yeah. So, because they were saying they were like, hey, like, you ever broken a bone? You ever done it? And I'm like, no. I was like, thankfully, no, I haven't. But then I was thinking, like, damn, if I'm fucking 30 or 30 plus breaking a bone, that's kind of embarrassing. I wish, like, I'm doing young people shit madly if I break a bone.
I broke my leg, soccer. I fractured my wrist, both wrists, soccer. I've I think I broke my nose playing soccer as well, because I remember my nose used to be like straighter, and now I have a bump. And this bump happened when I was, let's say, like 13, 14, no, I'm tripping, like 15. But I remember I never had this bump, and then so till this day, I feel like I got hit in the face, and it like moved a little bit, and the bone just didn't grow properly anymore. But now I have a bump, but I never had it until So I've had a lot of injuries. I've gotten concussed. I've had a concussion playing soccer.
All soccer.
Hey, bro. Sometimes, you just, yeah, it's just
Ball is motherfucking life, guys. When you go out there in the field, we
Yeah.
give it our all. You have to.
yeah.
Isn't that what Coach Crouch said?
Coach
Anybody who's
Crouch.
watching could relate to Coach
He's-
Crouch.
He's never gonna watch.
Fucking
this.
no, he's not. Just anybody who probably would. I mean, that was most of it. That was most of our young life. Like for real, through high school, it was just soccer because we would do school, and then after some days, people would go play soccer somewhere else, or people would play like you have your conditioning, which is working out for soccer, or you go to practice, and if you make a team, you're cool enough. If you're not, you're one of the weirdos who go play somewhere else in the meantime. And then that was really all about high school.
High school was fun.
Even your sister.
Did you enjoy high school?
High school was cool. High school was cool. It was nothing wrong with it. It was just I
Coulda, woulda, shoulda things.
yeah, I coulda, woulda, shoulda. Like damn. Fuck. That's like the thing when you think,
You mean like
oh
your-
fuck, if I was back in high school at what I know now, I'd fuck so many bitches. I'd fuck so many teachers. If I had the game that I knew now, I'd be so smooth. But I do think, it'd be cool if I went back. I just wanted to. I just wish I participated more in school, did more,
Mhm.
was a little more outgoing. Because the chances were there, but it was just me not doing the stuff.
It's funny.
And it's not hard.
in high school.
High school's not hard, man.
In high school, I never dated anybody in high school. I never had a girlfriend in high school.
That was a question. So that's crazy. Yeah, because
Could
I don't really
could I?
remember
Yeah.
that.
I
Oh, he could have.
I
Surely.
no, I had girls who had a interest in me. But it's funny. I think about it now. I never gave any of them like the time of day. I was just only focused on my grades and soccer.
Bad bitches only.
And no, it's funny. Bro, I had one girl, man, she was obsessed with me. It's okay, Shirley knows. Yeah, I've told her this because it's funny. She was obsessed with me,
Who?
I don't even know her name. I don't know. I told you I did not care. I just knew she was obsessed.
Ball is life.
Because we had a class together, and she would just like make all her friends come to me and goes, "Do you like her?" Or "She likes you." I'm like, "Oh, okay." Like, cool, thanks, I guess. Like,
Wrong person, bitch.
and then
Willie's-
it's funny.
Willie-
Oh, I have another one. I had this. I was a sophomore, and I had a senior come up to me, and to be honest, I didn't even.
Before you broke a leg or after you broke a leg?
This was before. No. Was this? Or was that a freshman? I think I was a freshman. Actually. Never mind. I'm getting confused.
They wanted the third leg.
I was a freshman. So a lot of people in school knew me. They knew me immediately because of my sister. So my sister was like the best soccer player for women.
That's
in the
what-
school, right?
That's what I forgot to mention when you broke your leg, because he was on the team, even though he still broke his leg, but like he was so known in school. Not gonna say there was an exception, but
So,
Wilbert was known.
yeah.
And he was like, bro, like there's no left backs. Nobody else was good enough to play that position. So that was kind of his spot for sure.
So it's when I entered high school, you know how like you sometimes have trouble finding friends and things like that. No, for me it was actually pretty easy just because of my sister. Since
Never. Yeah, it was
So
too many.
in-
It was too. It
so it
was
yeah.
her group, and then the people that even we knew, because we because his sister is in the same year of like our cousins. It's just a year above us.
You know,
We're not that far apart. Everybody's like in the same age range.
So you know that stereotypical, the best player on the team is gonna be popular. Yeah, that was her. Since when she was a freshman, she immediately made varsity.
Shout out,
And,
Jancy.
And then, you know, if you're on varsity, you're automatically cool, I guess. You know, and everybody knows who you are. And especially if you're the best player on that team or one of the best players, you're gonna have people, you're gonna make friends quicker, easier. So then when I became a freshman,
Mm-hmm.
and they were like, "Oh, that's Jency's brother." Since you know, and Jency's pretty. She's always been pretty all her life. So a lot of people wanted to be her friends.
He says that because she looks like him.
Nah.
So
No,
they look
nah,
alike.
no, you don't.
Go.
So it was just super easy, and then it's funny. I think I had like a lot of guys be my friend because they wanted to get to her. So many guys would kiss ass to me and like try to be like my best friend. And I'm like, cool. Like, bro, I had so many as a freshman. I had so many upperclassmen friends, like junior and senior.
Every time they talk to you, like, yeah, what do you want?
No, like they were actually like some of them I could tell some of them were just like trying to get through me to get to her, but then others were like really genuine.
Them sleazy little motherfuckers.
They would like take me under their wing, and that's how I got to know a lot of people. But so back to that since I was already known because of my sister, it was like I was a freshman, and I guess I had girls that had a lot of crushes on me. I think she was a senior.
Shit, they probably wanted your sister.
She came up to me after lunch and said, "Hey, you want to go to prom with me?" And I'm like, "Bro, what? Like, what is prom? Like, I've always heard what prom is, but I never knew nothing about it." And I was like, "No."
No. Leave you alone.
Just because I didn't know anything about it. And then I was like, damn, like I think about it, I was like, I just broke this girl's heart. Because for a girl to come up to a guy and ask you to prom, that's a big deal. That takes courage, balls. I guess in this case, tits.
Hey, we're inclusive here, you know. If you feel like you got balls, you got balls, woman.
Yeah, I was, but I was always.
You don't remember who?
Nah, dude. I tell you,
I'll figure out. I'll ask all the questions off camera. You can pay for this information on the Patreon for $5 a month. You get exclusive one bonus episode every week. That's what popular podcasters say. Yeah. So shout out to Jency. I was gonna put it on record. I was like, you gotta stop being so mean to your sister in the group chat. Even though
it's all love.
I know it's all love. I know.
I feel like
I just had to say it.
It's funny
for Jency because you're watching, my dude.
If you watch, if we make her watch, she'll watch. No, of course I love her so much with all my heart. You know, it's a blessing to
older. Like, okay, well, she's your older sibling. I'm the older sibling from mine, so I think I kind of try to understand and be like, damn, because my younger sister's a bitch sometimes, and she's the younger sibling, so I'm like, can you be a little nicer, bitch?
I think it's funny. But like
anyone through text is just so hard, bro. Like you read one thing, you could take it a totally different thing and just, oh man, what the fuck? You're such a fucking asshole. Or you can't take the banter through text. You know, you gotta LOL or put a laughing emoji so people don't take you so serious.
And I think that's what it is. I think she values more what I say. So if someone were to make the same joke, she would take offense if I said it to her. She would be more sensitive to it. But that's just because she'll take, let's say what someone says, she won't even take it into consideration. Blah, they're just kidding, like whatever. But if I say it, she'll take it to heart. But that's just how she is. She loves a lot. She shows her emotions a lot. So if it's coming from someone close, she's gonna take it. And so I'm sorry whenever I say mean things in the chat.
It's only on the record, Jency. He's only got all the lights and like he's gonna put it on. Yeah, because this is what's gonna.
But it's all jokes.
This was gonna go down to our kids. You know, we're gonna pass this down. Like, hey, watch this interview of your uncle. And just be like, hey, look, this is what he thinks of me. So it's on record. It's fine. It's brotherly and sister love. That's all it is. It's not too harsh. I don't think.
Hey, bro.
I don't think it can be. I don't think I've ever been so pissed at my sister. I'm like, yo, fuck you, and just ignore her.
Nah, we've gotten into arguments and fights, and it's like over childish things, you know. And I think about it now, I'm just like, I guess it's normal to have gotten into those arguments and those fights.
It's part of the siblings.
Yeah, I think like I feel like you're not a sibling if you've never gotten into a fight. Like, how do you not get into a fight? That's how you know something is wrong. It's like when they say a couple that never argues is a perfect couple. No, couples are gonna argue.
That's how you know
because wrong. That's how you know you care. If you have a different opinion. So
yeah, because if you just agree and just kissing ass, you're just being
you're just faking it.
Dragged.
Faking it.
And you're faking it. Be a little bitch. So you can't be a little bitch to anybody, whether it be siblings or significant others, which one of them was fucking calling me right now, and she knows. that I'm busy. I doubt she'll watch this. you need a little more for sure.
A little more, my good
Perfect. Perfect. We're doing so good because we're done going down memory lane. I'm tired. It takes a lot of walking. It's old.
I mean, we could have gone all day.
Dude,
There's so many stories that you guys don't even know. That's
yeah,
hilarious.
we go into details. Like there's like also whenever I write this shit, it makes me go down memory lane and write stuff, and it makes like, oh my god, this led to this, and then this led to this, and it's a whole like timeline because we fucking lived it together the whole time.
I could talk about the time that you guys almost killed me in your backyard on the hammock when I snapped.
That's on my list. It's on my list.
It's on your list.
Well, it was either what was that, at high school or out of high school?
Yes, for the record.
Was that in high school? That was not me.
Kevin almost killed me. I wouldn't be here.
Okay, so like we're little ghetto Hispanics, you know, like we just like, you know, drank water out the water hose. We just played with what we had type shit. Wilbur lived really close to me, so he would come over a lot. It would just be a thing. Like he would just come over, and I just want to put this on the record. So sometimes Wilbert would pop into my house uninvited, which is
because I didn't need an invite.
Yeah, exactly. He didn't need an invite. There was nothing wrong with it. He just pull up, and then I personally like having our doors open. I don't like having locked doors, even right now, as a 29-year-old man. When I go to my house and I try to unlock the door, or when I try to open the door and it's locked, I get mad because I'm like, who the fuck is gonna walk into this house? We live in the suburbs. We do not live in the ghetto. We have to nothing to worry about. So Wilbur sometimes will pop into my house, uninvited, doesn't need an invite. But then I would display that I'm mad. It would seem like I'm mad, but I wasn't. I was just mad because he would pull up and my room was dirty because I don't like having people over and I'm just dirty. So I'd like a little heads up.
Yeah, I remember I would see like crusty socks.
Crusty underwear. I would wipe my cum wherever it would go.
That was a joke.
Yeah. For the people who don't know, we're
if he wants to
stupid.
admit it,
Crusty socks means cum on them or ketchup or like whatever I wipe myself with. But yeah, that was it. He would just like sometimes I'll be chilling at home and I walk down, he'd be there like, what the fuck? Because he lived so close and he would just walk over and I'm like, get out, dude. My bed isn't made. There's stuff on the floor. There's so much shit here. I just like having a clean room. There's nothing wrong. What the fuck? There's nothing wrong with that. And that's something I go learn off of Wilbert because his clean house is very clean.
Good to be clean, guys.
Just a note, we are in the corner of his living room because he has such a nice big house. This house reminds me of, it could be like Kanye's guest house. I don't know if y'all can see the aesthetics if y'all watching, but I try to match it. I might be too brown. Yeah, Kanye. Everything's nice and white.
Bro, nobody.
There's swastikas on the wall.
Nobody affiliates nothing good with Kanye. You can't say Kanye.
Okay. Well, the Lord didn't have much decor back in the day, so this is a nice little Bethlehem house. Okay. Let's keep it going. Hold on. The perfect transition because school was cool. School's always cool. Nothing wrong with school. I'm about to ask him his questions, but a little over high school because after we graduated high school, it was barely 2 years until shit started to get really good. We started to get very active. We started raving, and
Now you get into the juicy stuff.
The juicy stuff is the raving, and because I still do it. Wilbur got in and he got out at a good. He got in and got out at a good time, like a good adult. He didn't get hooked onto it. He doesn't have addictions. He didn't make it his personality like I did because I'm in it. So I'm like, I might as well be in it. I'm a rave to the grave. Yeah. So then it was like 2 years after you went to school, GGC, a good school nearby us. You went first. You raved first. We were talking about it the other day and on New Year's how you were first, and I fucking forgot how you even got there first. But because I would talk shit to the guy who was on before Ricky and my other guy and another cousin. Because the group, that's what it was. It was him, the guy before me, and then Brian, who would be talking about who we got mad, or Wilbur got mad. And so the rave group was small, but then the friend group is big because not everybody agrees with EDM. Everybody's like, oh, that shit sucks. What the fuck is this? Oh, this is so lame. It's so weird. It's so gay. I used to say it all the time. No shame because I love it so much now. I'm sorry. People change. Times change. But Wilbur was first. I didn't know how the fuck he got in there first. But he got there first, and then we would see him, and then we'd just make fun of him that he'd be in the club like dancing with glow sticks. Like, what's up, man? Oh shit, you fucking rave now? Like, yeah, we're here. But yeah,
You're plur.
yeah, you're plur. So he got in first. He got out first. How the fuck did you get in?
It's. I didn't. I'd probably say it was right after college. I mean, no, freshman year in college is when I started being more adventurous. I think that's just I had a car. I had just gotten like my first job at the time, and had
Abercrombie or Hollister?
my first job was at Abercrombie and Kids.
Ooh, because you fit into those.
Abercrombie and Kids.
You even get a
No,
discount.
No, no, I didn't even. It's I never applied. I literally I was walking past it. The manager came running because she saw me. She goes, "Hey, what's your name? How old are you? You want to work here?" I go, okay. She goes, "Okay, come tomorrow. Come tomorrow. You're hired." I'm like, I guess cool. I guess they needed. They needed work. Yeah, they needed more workers, and
I mean, that sounds familiar, but also like now that I hear it, what the
and
fuck?
I was like, all right, I guess. I mean, shoot.
I give you $7.25 an hour.
Yes, no, yes, that's when it was. I was like, wow. Like my biggest paycheck was $300 or like $325, something like that, and it was during Black Friday, and I was like,
With overtime,
and I was
fucking
like,
working your ass.
damn, I'm making good money. And I was like, this is life, like no, that's funny.
Well, now that we know, well,
Yeah.
damn, he did work at the mall.
Yeah.
A couple of us had mall jobs.
I worked at started off at Abercrombie and Kids. Then the manager got hired at Hollister in the same mall. She had her favorites, and she took me as one of them. And I went with her. She was cool. She made work easy. And
She wanted him.
And since I was still a full-time student in college, I just had a part-time, here and there, and she worked with my schedule. So I followed her. I went to Hollister, and then I went to Aldo. And then
Oh my gosh, Aldo.
I was at Aldo.
Wilbert worked at Aldo before it was
selling,
cool.
Selling shoes.
Wilbert worked at Aldo when it was still fancy.
Yeah. When Aldo was at his peak.
Aldo was at its peak. Now anybody can get
Yeah.
Aldo. Now I could fucking get Aldo on Klarna. I could fucking buy a pair of Aldo shoes and pay it off in 3 months.
Back when
type
Aldo
shit.
was like, you were in
wow.
Aldo, like, oh, okay, you got money, like, or you're up there. Like, what's cool about this is that all these jobs molded me into becoming like a natural salesman. Because I've never been shy to talk to people or convincing them to purchase things, but so because that's what I do now. Obviously, like he said, I do work with my dad, but I also have a construction business. Not construction. I have a roofing business, and
He did my roof.
I did do his roof.
He
And
hooked us up. Yeah, because
and-
roofing is a thing now that people do.
it's
You'd be surprised.
So all my previous sales jobs just like molded me to become the salesman that I am now, and being able to talk to anybody. And like one of the cues that I picked up is that different people react differently. Like if I'm trying to sell you something, so if I have to catch like your mood, I have to see how you're reacting to how I'm speaking. Sometimes I have to speak slower. Sometimes I have to speak like in a different tone, or you have to just be able to switch it quickly to, let's say you're talking to a young guy. You gotta act cool. You gotta chill. Like, oh, what's up, bro? Yeah. You're speaking to an older person. You have to be more respectful. Just things like that. But
So let's say no, because like you said it made you a natural salesman, which is what you do now on the side. It's not even like from what I know of, it ain't his main thing. But yeah, so like you think if a black guy opens the door, you be like, yo, what up, bro? What the fuck is up, motherfucker?
Nah, I have.
I'm sorry.
I've had them. I've had them.
Oh, okay, but like if you have
I've had 'em, so
if you have a black guy out here, he's not one of those. He's a little more gentrified. It feels so wrong talking
Here?
about. Yeah, up
Oh.
here.
No,
He's not gonna be like, yo, what the fuck
yo,
you want, mo?
I
bitch,
remember. I remember. I was knocking in a
Sorry.
really nice neighborhood, beautiful homes. Like I'd probably say 600,000 and up. I knock on this guy's door, and yo, he's like a gangster. Like your typical gangster, your stereotypical, like, do rag, wife beater, saggy gray joggers, slippers, like whatever, like what you see in the movies. His house, the inside is completely empty. I'm like, this is a trap house.
You know he don't care about the roof.
No, this is a trap house, straight up a trap house. And like he was like so weird about me asking him questions, and he was like, "Who you with? What you doing here? What business you got?" And I'm just like, "Oh, no, this ain't gonna go well."
I should have brought a gun. No. Yeah, go ahead. And then what?
No, it's just no, but it's cool because you get to, I guess, how do we start this? Oh, because
because I had knocking on people's doors. Like if you got to switch up a little bit, because I ain't gonna lie. Look, so I'm a server. Technically, I'm a salesman in my own way. When I have certain tables, I do behave a different way. I know that certain races I have to attend to a little more than others because that's just what they're used to or what they consider would be good. So I do gotta switch it up a little bit. I don't do nothing too crazy. I ain't gonna lie. There's okay. Cinco de Mayo, because I'm a server at a Mexican restaurant, right? There was this group, 4 older black people, 2 guys, 2 girls, 1 lady. I don't think she understood that it was Cinco de Mayo. Yeah, Cinco de Mayo is our Black Friday. So our Black Friday, Cinco de Mayo, she was just a little too impatient. And then I was like, man, I'm gonna get to you. Like, I got you. I swear I got you. Like, I'm not gonna forget about you. Your drinks are getting made. So then, because I felt like, she was bugging, I took some free shots. And when I took the free shots, right before that, they had asked for drinks. And then she was like, damn, these are the drinks? Really? I was like, ma'am, I'm bringing you some shots so you can wait in the meantime because our bartender is a little backed. Our bartenders are a little backed up. It is Cinco de Mayo, but here's some free shots. We make some pineapple shots on the spot. Your drinks are getting made. I'm about to bring it right now.
Did you really raise your voice?
I did like that. I swear to God, I did like that. I swear I have to say the story like that in case anything. But like I swear, and that was the first time I ever even like thought of raising my voice or even like I was just like even after I was like, oh my God, like what the fuck? Damn, I felt so bad. But then the table reacted fine. Like the table knew that she was tripping. So then after I brought the drinks, and then I came back around, she was just like, she's like, hey, I'm sorry. I know I was tripping. I just had a weed edible. Like, I feel much more chill now. Was I too rude? I was like, no, ma'am, you're okay. I promise you're okay. Nothing against you. It's just, we're a little busy. But like, I understand. You have to wait. So shout out to my melanin brothers and sisters. Y'all gave me the confidence to speak up the way I did because it was a white lady. She'd be like, fucking
I'm calling ICE.
deport him right now.
Jose.
The only Juan on the floor because I am the only Hispanic male fucking server on the fucking floor. So like, get him out of here. So yes, they give me a little more confidence to act a different way. And they're not the only table. There's other tables too. Like if I see a hood dude, I'll be like, what's up? I'm like, he'd be like, yo, is the cheese good? Hell yeah. She got jalapenos? Hell yeah. I don't know, some of the price? Hell yeah. I bet. I bet. Dude, it's not that exaggerated, guys. We have to do it just to survive and move on. All right. We're not over here. I'm not culture appropriating, I don't got braids, guys. I just really like your music. God damn it. I was going to ask in the beginning if we're going to get racist. Okay.
No, so I guess, no. So one thing about us, the reason why we're such good friends is that we have a very interesting way of.
Let's just say there's no filter.
There's no filters in our jokes.
But that doesn't mean that we're saying whatever y'all think we're saying. Yeah. We're just a little more freely with it. We're conscious of.
No. Let's just say.
I'm just shut up.
Let's just say we enjoy. No, we have a mutual interest in dark humor. That's it. Dark humor jokes.
How can we be racist when we like dark humor? Come on, yeah.
No, right. and So it's just no filter. We could say whatever we want. Obviously, we're not assholes. We're not we're not dicks. We're not gonna purposely mean
No
somebody.
battery either
Um.
because of smoke alarms.
Oh,
That one, yeah, that one's down. That was way off.
I get it.
Yeah, it's bad.
If you know, you know. That's all. No, yeah, that's it. Like we share a interest in the similar type of jokes, and so if I see something across my social media, I send certain things to certain people, and Kevin is part of is one of the only select individuals that get to be entertained with this particular uh you know joke
Content because
content.
well, if y'all live under a rock, Instagram and TikTok are two different feeds. Instagram, surprisingly, is a little more unfiltered and a little more racist. TikTok is nicer. You go on TikTok, you post something, everybody's like, "Oh yeah, man, good for you." Vibes, good energy. I'm claiming this energy. Yes, you go on TikTok, it's just hater shit. I mean, sorry, Instagram is just hating shit, and that's why I probably don't post on Instagram because I have things to post, but it's just I'm scared. They will attack me. I will get attacked. I can't even enjoy myself. I can't be myself on Instagram because they'll attack me for being myself. Yeah, I don't know. That's just the two different social medias. Yeah, whatever. Okay.
That's funny because people you'll post something on Instagram and
Oh, this happy ass motherfucker over
and
here.
no, so it's like somebody will always have something to say, no matter what. Whether it's a positive post or a negative post, oh, why you being sad? Oh, damn, why you being happy? I don't know. Instagram is very judgmental. I think just people compare too much. That's it. They just compare lives. They compare.
That's me. I've even said it here before.
compare?
I compare before for sure. I follow a lot of
But like
people who are doing what I would like to
but
do and they're killing it.
don't. Yeah, no. Okay, so that's the thing is that like it's okay to look up to people and admire them and and see what they're doing and follow their footsteps and see how they've gotten to where they got, but never compare your life because where you are in life, like here this is what I've learned is never to compare like lives or compare two different people and where they're at now and versus where you're at now, because it was not your time. At the end of the day, it's all God's timing. God will put you in a place where you belong when he knows you're ready for it. So if you're not where you're at right now because where you want to be is because personally he knows that you're not ready. But when you are ready, he's going to make it happen. So, there's people that at 20 years old who are millionaires, right? And that's amazing. And and let's say we want to aspire to that. We're already in our 30s. But we're not there where they're at, but who's to say that we're not going to get there when we're in our 40s? There's people that get there sooner. There's people that takes them 20 years to get to a certain point, and then there gets people, if you have faith and if you have the desire to work hard, you can get there in a shorter time. But you have to put God first. And if you don't put God first, none of that will be possible. Sorry, that was my little rant.
No, I mean that's the truth. At the end of the day, hey, as unfiltered or as uncensored as we want to be or can be, at the end of the day, we do follow the Lord because at the end of the day, when you have a problem, when you're going through something, what do? You go to the Lord. What are you gonna do? Like, oh man, come on, universe. Come on, universe. Everybody says, oh my God, Jesus Christ. Oh my Lord. So it's like, yeah.
But one thing I do have to add is
Mhm.
don't seek God when
Only when you need something.
need something.
Yeah.
No,
yeah. I mean,
there's people that pray only when they're in desperate need.
Imagine if somebody only goes to you when they need some.
Exactly. So
Yeah, that gets annoying as one human being. Imagine everybody wanting something.
What you need to do is, it's okay to to ask God for things because as he says, ask and you shall receive. But at the same time, you need to give thanks first. You need to give thanks before you ask for things. The same way how let's say you need a favor from a friend. You're not just gonna go straight up and be like, "Oh, hey, can you do this for me?" No, you're gonna have like small chit chat. You're gonna work your way there. So the same way is like when you're praying, start off by giving thanks, and then if there's something that you need in your life, then you can go ahead and ask. Yeah. So that took a shift tone, but I think it's important for everyone to know that. So,
Just a reminder.
Yeah, a reminder.
Because we did say we are gonna start talking about rave stuff. We ended up on the Lord, but it's also, hey man, no. It's just this.
It's gonna come naturally.
It's how it is. Yeah, it's how it comes naturally. We can do a little bit of everything, and that's what you gotta remember. You can't. I mean, because we do have friends who are. I mean, my mom is one of those who are like super religious. Like you can't say shit about nothing. I can't even like fuck around and make a little joke because it turns into a lecture. But you gotta have a little bit of both. And you can't forget. You can't just ask for the Lord. You gotta remember He's the base. And you start with Him first. And I mean, I don't know. I don't think any people who are like such pieces of shit are watching this like, oh God, what the fuck? Ew. Wow,
Unless you're gonna judge. Yeah.
Judge if you want, man.
Yeah.
Judge if you want. The Lord is watching. You judging Him. All right. Judge Him. He comes down on your ass. We'll come on your ass. Okay. I don't know. Sorry, Lord.
That's not a transition, and I don't know what is. All right.
Hey, speaking of trans. No.
I know. I feel like I'm messing up your questions because the thing is this: when you have so many years of history of friendship, bro, we can talk about so many things. Like we can talk about so many stories. We can talk about so many parts of our lives. Obviously, we have a rave life. That's a huge part of our friendship.
I already decided that we're gonna leave that for later because there's so much. It was damn near a lot of years of
Bro,
life.
we can. That's the thing. But like at the end of the day, do people even give a crap about our lives?
Yeah.
Do people care?
They will. Yeah.
You think so?
At some point.
You think people give a crap?
Yeah.
Like respectfully.
Actually, yeah. People do give a crap because you're always behind the camera. You're never in front of the camera. You don't post shit. All of a sudden, you're married after years of just one fucking festival video every other month. And all of a sudden, you're married. And like people do give a fuck. There are some nosy people out there.
No, I think the best way to move is I mean, it's cliche, but move in silence.
Lil Wayne said it.
Anything you do in life, just like you don't need anyone's acknowledgement. You don't need to tell people. If you're gonna do something, just do it behind closed doors.
Damn.
So let's say
I can take notes.
Let's say you buy a car, right? Don't tell people you bought a car.
I posted a picture on Instagram on my first good car.
Just let people know when you pull up to their place or to their the whatever restaurant. They're like, "Oh, you got a new car?" Be like, "Yeah." Let's say you got a new gig. Let's say in your case, you got a crazy role in a movie, right?
Oh yeah.
Just do the role, play your part, and then when it premieres, then you could tell people, oh, the movie just happened, like come see me. Work in silence. You know why? Because I feel like at the end of the day, a lot of people don't have the best interest in heart. Nobody. It's like it's as sucks as bad as it sounds. Some people just don't want to see you do good or better than them. So you hear it. Here's why I say that you shouldn't tell people what your next move is. Because if, let's say, it doesn't happen, they're going to be like, what a loser. He didn't even do it. He's all talk, blah, blah, blah.
Yep, yeah. Yeah.
And then people love to wish down on others. Yeah. So it's just keep it private.
I feel like even as much as you want to believe that there's nobody out there wishing bad on you, bro, there's always somebody who deep down
there's always somebody who
is hating on your ass.
Let's say
is hoping for the worst. And like, let's say even... I mean, hey, y'all could relate. Somebody close to y'all that, probably y'all could tell that you just slightly feel like there's some sort of like animosity, as in like this person doesn't wish the best for me as close as we are. I'm not saying that any of us, but I just know a lot of like friendships that end because deep down there's all these years of like hatred. And why are they friends? Who the fuck knows? But it happens. I mean, it's not that it doesn't happen. It's real. Like, it'll suck to know. It'll suck for it to happen to you. Let's say like one of our guys deep down hates on us. That'd be really weird. Really weird. I mean, if it is what it is,
I hope
then-
that's not the case.
No, no, no,
you
I don't
At
think
the
so.
end of the day, I feel like we all try to
I trust our
motivate
guys.
each other. You know, like I said, God's timing is perfect. You know, some might be where are farther advanced than others, but it's just because maybe it's not your time yet. And that's just the gist of it. You know, move in silence. You know,
Lil Wayne said it.
keep your faith strong, and then
He didn't say that, but he said real G's move in silence like lasagna.
he said,
So lasagna, the G's silent.
Just, I mean, yeah, you know,
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, I was watching Melvin's podcast, and I mean, he said it too, bro.
He said he's done so much shit in the
He
past.
separated
in that time.
himself. He separated himself because he felt like he just needed to, and then at the end of the day, the best thing is when someone doesn't know about your life and you just keep it private, and then all of a sudden, let's say y'all catch up, and then be like, "Damn, you did this, you did that. Like, I had no idea. Like, that's awesome, you know." So I think that's, to me, that's the better way to go, you know. And then at the end of the day, your blessings will show without you having to speak.
There's definitely nothing wrong because, I don't know, man. It's not even like that I'm looking for something. I just feel like posting everything is fun. Like, is even content, is even just like digital footprint or just things like it's like
No, but
I think it's cool. Like, I don't mind it. Like I personally don't like. I'm cool with being transparent on social media. Like, I've definitely posted some things that I shouldn't have posted, like of me being like really drunk or just doing dumb shit or just something like that. But I think it's okay. Like, I think it's cool as long as you have an audience. So I guess I do just want people to watch my dumb shit.
That's fine. But
fuck.
I'm saying, like, don't post like let's say your goals, or don't post what you're really working towards. To just like do it behind the scenes. Like do you post, let's say do you post every move, like the whole Snoop Dogg movie? You never posted until it happened.
It is. I only posted on TikTok, but because I waited so long to post it on Instagram, I was like, I'm gonna just wait for the 1 year anniversary, which is like in 2 weeks, and I'm just post
Okay,
that.
well, there you go. See, you didn't post it, right?
No.
You did it. It happened. You waited, and you posted it,
Mm-hmm.
and that was an amazing accomplishment.
Bro,
had.
you know what's crazy? Well, I only posted it on TikTok, not Instagram, because like I said, Instagram is really mean. But like, no, bro, you know, on TikTok, every day I always get a notification of somebody. Either they press a like, they leave a comment, they something about the
still
Snoop
got
Dogg,
it?
a Snoop Dogg, yeah. Yeah, it's like, I guess, you know, like sometimes even I get old ass things on my feed, but like people just do it. Oh, people do it to because you know the algorithm, you have to interact with every video or something. Like I still get a video, a like, a comment or something, just because like I'm pretty sure there's other actors that want to stay on actor TikTok, and they just want to, you know, they want that's their algorithm to be that shit. But yeah, I mean, I'm gonna post that on IG, but like yeah. No,
You went viral with that video.
I went viral with the Buffalo Wild Wings. Buffalo Wild Wings, I went viral. I got 1.4 million likes. Like, what the fuck? Like, I like now, you know, I ain't gonna lie. Like, just cause I'm curious, I look at other videos that are viral and I look at their numbers and I'm like there's videos that are way better than that one that don't have as much, you know. And I'm like, hold the fuck up. This is like 1.4 million off of like me just making money, and I didn't even properly make it because people in the comments were like, "You didn't say how much. What the fuck?" Oh, dude, there's a lot of comments. It's always the ones that you don't expect, because I really did not expect that one to go viral. But I was like, you know what? It's been sitting in my fucking gallery for more than a year. Let me just post that shit of a project I did a long ass time ago. And I feel like that is the way to go. Just post old stuff. Like everybody that I watch,
Yeah.
any like even if like from back then till now, they do things ahead of time. So like they'll probably like make content now, post it later, or like they won't do something and then like after it's done, you know, because like most of the stuff that I like even just put out in the universe, like I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that, and I don't do it. I mean, I look dumb, you know, like, but then like it's better to just do it and then post about it later. Way later, like you said, after it's done, because
to each to their own.
I read something online that something about even just saying your goals out loud, like in your mind, kind of gives you the satisfaction as if you already accomplished those goals. So it makes you not actually do them. So that's why you look even dumb, because like you're telling all these people you're doing this, you never do it, but it like in your head, it's like there's no drive to get it done because
Like-
you're just talking about that shit the whole time.
Like Forex people. Bro,
Forex.
Right now, my feed is just people clowning Forex. Remember those old Forex videos? They're trying to recruit you. Hey guys, you're working a 9 to 5. You know, I know you're tired. I know you want to be. You know, I know you want to be retired. Put your mom. You know, buy your mom a house, buy your mom a car. You know, for a low fee of $199, you could join my team and become a self-made millionaire.
bro, like fucking the conventions. I like one comment that I like is like Goofapalooza. It's like Goofy Palooza. It's like everybody, and the things that you see, everybody so motivated. Like they're just like, yeah, hell yeah. Like, bro, like,
Why is everyone always recording in those videos with their flash?
you live under a rock or what? You ever heard of this shit? It's been going on for years. Like,
Forex before it was cool.
you might as well do Herbalife. Y'all got a better chance
Bro,
doing Herbalife and making these fat people lose weight.
Someone tried to recruit me for Forex. I'm just like, what is this? It's like, this is like, it was just.
Is it trading? What is it? It's like you're supposed to like, yeah, like you're trading.
I mean,
stuff.
let's okay.
Like, I think is they do the US dollar
So
or some shit like that.
The thing is this: there's people that ruin it for other people. Can you make money? Yes, just like in anything you do, you can make money. But what happens is that people ruined it for other people and made it a stereotype to where, like, it's just a joke. Because they now people just affiliated with like pyramid schemes. People getting under you to make money, just like Herbalife or other pyramid schemes. But
you remember that during that time in the pandemic when people were doing that tanda shit?
Lotus
Yeah,
flower?
yeah. Oh,
Is that what it's called? The lotus
no,
flower?
I mean I don't know, but like so many people were
I
scamming,
did-
and
I ain't talking about it was like
and you told me the scam, which
I did explain it to you. It was like let's say you were the boss. So I think it was a flower. It was something like that. So let's say you were the middle. And
right,
then
yeah.
You had to get like 5-6 members, and then each member gave you money. So then you got money, you cashed out, and then you left. And then something about each other flower needed to make their own little petal. Something stupid.
It was start with one,
Bro, people
one go to 2, 2 to 4, 4 to 6, 4. Like yeah, like
people
little
made money,
dude.
If you knew people, like if you were popular, yeah, because the way it is, like pretty much once you join, it's like you're next in line to make money, but you had to be consistent. You had to wait for your turn. Once you were like in the middle, then you made money. But if you were just like at the end and you never went past it, you didn't make money. So you lost money. You gave people money.
You had to go look for people.
But
Be like, yo, you want to join this? Be like, yo, at the end of this, you're gonna make this much money, but they don't tell you you're gonna make this much, but you have to recruit this much people. And the thing that sucked is that the first person would have to just get like 2-4 people. The next person would have to give 8 people, 12 people. Bro, you know, I'm gonna say it here, but I'm gonna bleep it. You know, and she was like,
"Are you really gonna?"
I'm gonna bleep it.
That name?
Yeah, I'm bleep it. It's fine.
I mean, because she's super famous right now. So if she were to hear you right now,
Hey,
you would be canceled.
Hey, does it have to be a she? You know, nowadays that we live in, it could be
he, she, they, them.
It could be a they. Hey, you know, technically it's them. It's 2 people right now. All right, yeah. It's a very local joke. Yeah,
it's okay. He's gonna beep it, so no one's gonna know.
This whole
please beep it.
Starting now, bleep the whole entire thing. All right, we're back. No, it's fine. Yeah, she tried to get me into that shit, and then it was like, I was like, no, the fuck. I was like, no. I was like, she's like, because I was talking shit about it. And then that person was like, so do you want to do it or no? I was like, no, bitch. I just, huh? Yeah. No, I was just like, no. I was like, I just fucking said that.
Nah, it's funny.
No.
I do. Yeah, it's crazy. I remember. I'm the one that broke it down to you because you texted me saying, yo, should I get into this or something like that? Like,
how legit is this bullshit?
Someone was trying to get to do it, and I'm the one that told you, like, yo, it's a scam. Like, don't fall for it.
Well, the thing is that like even after I told you, I remember I Googled it and I looked up like just the history of it, bro. That it's a scam that's been going on for years and years. So whoever started it, where we're from, was smart as fuck.
Yeah, that originated.
Because I mean, you just see old posters like scam, and it was like 10 years ago, 20 years ago, and that was 5 years ago. So, scamming. I'm in Atlanta. It's easy. It's fun. I've gotten scammed before. Have you gotten scammed in Atlanta? I've gotten scammed. It's fucking embarrassing as fuck. And I live here. I hate that I've gotten scammed by my own fucking city.
I want to say I've never gotten scammed because I've watched way too many YouTube videos of scams to where I can call it easily. You know, as soon as you hear a certain race, it's a scam.
Hello. Do you have a credit card? Overdue? Yeah. We have friends that are that race, and
it's cool. It's cool.
They're the good ones. So we can talk about the bad ones, and they don't scam. Yeah, right. The calls. That's why I don't answer shit.
It sucks that I have to, because of my job now with the roofing, I have to answer every single number because they could be a potential client that's a referral. So I have to answer and yeah, so it sucks, but I can easily tell if it's a scam. I feel like I'm well knowledgeable enough and have enough street smart to know the difference if something's a scam or if something sounds sketchy. Like even now, like I know not to say yes and no,
or even your name or hello. Like you can't. It's like sometimes I answer and I don't say nothing. I just answer. I'm like,
well, yeah, you can wait because sometimes it's just like an automated. But
hello,
it's not more about saying hello. You can say hello. That doesn't matter. It's yes or no because they'll use that to open up like credit applications, and then they'll use like voice verification. So they'll be like, oh, say yes, and then you say yes. So what they'll do is this: they'll call you and be like, it's a computer saying a generic question. Are you the homeowner? And then that's a straight up yes or no. So that's already like, and then as soon as you answer yes or no, hang up. As in the call hangs up because they already got what they needed.
Oh wow. So it'd be like, oh, is the last four of your social? Yes.
You're stupid.
No. I'm saying like that's what they will use it for. God damn.
Shit.
Okay.
What else you got on your list? I feel like you had so much.
How did we get here? We got to these scammers.
We're already
wait, no, that was a good one. That was a good one.
1 hour
I was gonna go
and 30
somewhere.
minutes. You literally, what you didn't want to do, you did, and go long.
Is what it is.
This is gonna beat Melvin.
It already beat Melvin's, but like I said, bro, it's the best man. It's the special one. It's the first one that you hear,
See,
and it's not bad.
We haven't even talked about your wedding.
We haven't talked about my wedding, his wedding. We haven't talked about a lot of stuff. Okay, so you know what? This is a perfect transition. All right, fuck it. Let's keep it going. What are your hobbies? What do you do? You said you didn't really say if you're doing that. Why don't we do a podcast together?
Why? What do you mean?
I don't know this.
Why haven't we made?
Or why don't we do something? Do a podcast together.
You want to make a podcast? You already have one.
Yeah, I have mine, but like, I don't know. Like I feel like I need someone. I feel like I got to make it a little.
You mean like
I got to spice it up a little bit,
like a co-host? A
co-host, but I think we could do like a series, like the Best Man series. Oh, that's not bad. A Best Man series where like I just come talk to you about stuff, about things. It's just I don't know, man. Look, we're pushing 30. Are we not allowed to have hobbies? Can we not chase our dreams? I'm trying. Should I try hard enough? Yes. Here's the time that we live in, guys. Break it. What?
I feel like nowadays, like if you want to talk about life advice and things like that,
you got to live.
No, it's not even that.
Well, I personally look for older people to listen to because I don't. Yeah. What the fuck am I going to listen to somebody who's younger than me? Fuck you.
Some people don't want to hear what anyone else says if they're not. Like, let's say if they're not at the position where they achieve to be, like say for example, let's say you're an aspiring soccer player, and you're gonna watch all these interviews of like current pros because you want to hear what they say. If we're not where we want to be, I feel like people don't even listen to us.
It's like listening to a fucking fat trainer at the gym. Like
that's what's funny. Yeah,
the fuck. You fat as fuck. You're gonna tell me what to do. I used to do it back in the day and it worked for like a week. But then, I just know. Yeah, it's like listening to a fat trainer. I'm not out here trying to give anybody life advice either. I'm just trying to document for when we pop off. Because we're gonna pop off. Make it as a clip. There's a clip right here. We're gonna pop off at some point, bitch. I gotta have faith.
Yeah, I was about to say something like inspirational, spirit, biblical, and then
Again.
no, like
No, the bitch.
no, but like it's not appropriate. You know.
After saying that word, we're gonna make it, guys. You can do it. If I can do it, you can do it. Chase your dreams. Only because I'm older and I have a good support system doesn't mean you can't chase your dreams. They've given me hope.
Nah, you're just faking it.
No, I mean that's what they want to hear.
Is that what they want to hear?
Hey guys, if I'm chasing your dream, you could chase your dream too. Just don't be gay and racist.
No, have you seen that video of like the two Guatemalans, and they go, "No, you never seen." Oh my god, it's pretty much like these two Guatemalans, and you could tell that it's like they live in poverty, but it's like one of them is giving the other kid advice, saying pretty much like, "Yeah, if you work hard, you'll make it in life. I was in your shoes." I'm like, yeah.
You're still there, dude.
Yeah,
You're talking to him right now.
That's what it is. You have to watch the video, bro. You have to see all the memes.
We have a lot of
you
memes
know.
in common. We
Yes.
share a lot of memes. It's just too many for
Yeah,
our brain
it's
to
too
process
many.
right now. There's so much pressure right now with all these cameras on us.
Mhm.
We're gonna speed run through some questions, the
All right.
important questions,
All right,
because
go.
we talked a good bit.
Speed run.
Like I said,
For those who care.
I'm foreshadowing.
For those who even stayed this long.
Yeah, if you stay this long, I appreciate you. There are people. You'd be surprised, man. You'd be surprised. And
I know
later on,
I know Melvin watches all these videos of
Mel's the shit. Melvin, like, yeah,
hey,
he's
but Melvin, I love you. Those are some harsh words you said to me on the last podcast. And you know what? I got some tea to spill.
I didn't say nothing.
Bro, I told you that in confidence. How dare you say that?
I exposed the chat.
You did, bro. You let. Yeah, the thing is, I mean, I hope he doesn't think that I sent it to other people.
I let all
it
60
was just to
viewers. Yeah, no.
It was just to you, right? But I only sent it to you because I knew that you were gonna do the podcast. So I feel like he probably knows something.
Yeah, I did.
Damn, bro, you put me on blast.
Oh yeah, you heard that. I didn't think you were gonna hear that. I mean,
Hey, bro, I watched the video, though. It was minute 1 hour and 45 minutes, bro.
oh, that's the fucking end. So that's how you know this dude's a real one because he.
Yeah, you guys, it was like a 2 hour.
Hey, we're pushing on 145 right now. Us two right here.
It is what it is.
We'll clip it.
For those who care.
Melvin will see it. People care, man.
For those who care,
You'd be surprised.
You can speed run it through it. All right, go.
We're gonna okay. So
Go Christians.
1, 2, 3. We're gonna speed run through some memory questions. Wilbur says he has good memory. We're gonna go through some questions that I came up with that I feel like he won't remember, and I'm just gonna test his memory. It might go a little longer. If you're here already, we appreciate it so much. You understand? If you came from the future to come watch us in the back after I've been putting in the work and trying to become famous and popular, I appreciate you so much because I am gonna be doing that.
Messi
I have no
did
other
not
option.
deserve the World Cup. Sorry, I tried to say that.
Yeah.
It was robbed. Sorry. Go ahead.
I should have said that at first. I should have made that the first fucking question. All right, first question. Do you remember coming out of your mom's vagina? And if you did, what time was that?
I was born March 13, 10:41 a.m.
You motherfucker. I didn't think you would know the time. I was born at 6 a.m. on a Thursday, but way months later. Okay, nice. You got that. All right. Do you remember 9/11? And if you do, who was the pilot for the first plane?
Damn. See, this is where I would love to my dark humor to come out, but I can't. That's for Kevin's OnlyFans content. So you got to pay that monthly fee.
Hey, you know, our friend's last name is Brambet. I thought Bombot because the bomb
Oh,
on the plane. He had the bomb on his chest.
that's a good one.
It's
Yeah,
okay.
That's a first.
I'm trying. Also, I think Wilbert could be a good ghostwriter for me when it comes to comedy because, like I said, all of us are funny. We all just want to make each other laugh. So this guy's smarter than I am. So I just have to run some jokes by him sometimes. So I get that shit. Where were you for 9/11? How we were the same age?
2001. So I was 1995. So I was 6.
Were you in school?
I don't know. I don't remember nothing. I didn't even know it was a thing.
Strike one. This
Yeah.
guy's a liar. Okay. Do you? Okay.
We're- where
What?
I'm not. I'm gonna be like, where were you? Nah, I can't. Forget it.
I was in
Nah,
New
go,
York.
next,
I was in
next.
New York. I was in pre-K in New York, and I remember.
Ah, that's different, bro. You were there.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I feel like
You were there, bro.
I have a deep connection to 9/11 and the tragedy.
You probably still have dust in your
Dust.
throat.
It's in my nose. It's in my.
Still got
That's why I be breathing hard. Okay,
next.
this one hurt me. Do you remember that one time that we were that you were talking to some girls on Uvu? And then you invited me to the call, and as soon as that I got on the call, the bitches were like, "Ew," and I was like,
I was trying to put you on.
"That was the first two men we ever had, the only two men we ever had," and they thought I was ugly. I should have bought stock in Zoom as soon as that happened because Uvu's gone and fuck them bitches. I hope they're getting fat. One of them is not fat. I don't know about the other one.
Now they got Omegle.
Not the
All right, yeah, Omegle and
God.
Monkey.
Zoom.
No, Monkey.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's to talk randoms. Yeah, but do you remember that? I remember. Yeah, we had. I don't know if you know about Uvu. Uvu was a thing
Good one.
back in the fucking day, and then yeah, as soon as I got on, they said ew, and I thought I don't know. I was just there to make friends.
Yeah, I remember that. I had some girls that I was just chatting with.
Just chatting these ladies up.
No, they
You
were
hear that, Shirley?
they were
She's
local. They
upstairs.
were local girls.
Bitches.
You know, this was back when FaceTime was a thing. You Uvu girls.
When you actually
So then I was
had
like,
to be
then I
pretty-
was like, oh, I got a friend, and I called you, and sorry, the way things played out. If I would have known,
the camera turned on. It was a bright green room. My room was the color of Shrek at the time. They turn on the camera. They see that. They see
I
a
thought he was Shrek.
Shrek colored wall. They see a Shrek looking motherfucker, and they said "ew." So that's okay as long as you remember that.
You frog looking ass. Sorry.
It's okay. Do you remember that one time at school when you didn't want to let me borrow $1?
Really? No.
Man, shut up. Yeah, you do.
Really?
That's the main story that we have about Wilbert didn't want to let me borrow $1 in school one time, but it's okay now that I look back at it. I didn't have to be eating hot fries at 9 a.m. and I just wanted $1 for that shit. Back when hot fries were only
Damn,
$1.
I'll be honest with you, I don't remember that.
Mm,
But if
really don't?
but if it was, I'm
Wow.
sorry. That's an asshole move of me.
Whoa.
Because
and you know, sorry.
because back in high school, there was a girl that I would buy
Chocolate?
chips.
Oh, okay.
We had the same lunch, so for a whole year,
Mm-hmm.
I would buy her a bag of chips. I would buy myself hot Lays, and then I would buy her. No, I'm lying to you. I would buy myself these cheddar Cheetos. I don't know, like cheddar jalapeno Cheetos.
Those
And-
have a distinct taste. That for some reason they were
And-
good.
and
But yeah, the
I loved
jalapeno
them,
Cheetos.
and then I would get her
Fire.
hot fries every single day, so that'd be $2 a day. And this was like in high school when you didn't have a job. So then I would always ask my mom, like, "Oh, can I have money, like for chips, for food?" And I would always buy her. So like, damn,
Wow.
if I gave a girl $1 and I didn't give you,
And his mom is so sweet.
I'm
If he would
sorry.
have told his mom that Kevin, puede otro $1, another $1 for Kevin, she would do it.
Hey, but I've made it up. You know how many McChickens I bought you?
Yeah, and I'm in his house currently using up his electricity, and it's much more than $1.
No. After we would partake in extracurricular activities, we would always end the night with McChickens.
and that was back then
And
when
slushies.
the extracurricular activities were better. When getting elevated was more natural and it wasn't drenched in chemicals just so you can save some money. Point is, it was good back then.
Next.
Way better. Next question.
Next question.
And the last question right here.
That's it.
And
That's
I-
great.
We're on 4. I wanted to make it 5, but we're on the last one, and I feel like this is a very important question because I wrote it. When was the last time that your dad hugged you and told you that he loved you?
You know
Mhm.
what?
Talk to me.
Just yesterday, my birthday. So,
Oh, okay, you got lucky.
but
fuck.
but
Fuck.
I will be open about this. When my dad, let's see, how can I put this? We were raised obviously my mom never worked, right? My dad took care of all the bills. He was the main provider of the family. So
That's how good a newspaper company was,
So
where
as-
they were blessed enough to be able to live that way.
as a result, a lot of
He had to ignore Wilbert a little bit.
no, he didn't. He didn't ignore me. But what I was trying to say is he was more worried about work than going to he would try to go to my games, and he would go to a majority, but obviously he wouldn't go to all of them because of work purposes. But he gave up a large chunk of his like obviously when I was a baby, he loved me, took care of me, did everything. As I got older is when I noticed it more, when he would always be busy with work. So I would find myself doing more things with my mom. She would take us to practice, pick us up from practice, take us to games, and because she didn't work. But it's because my dad took on that role as a father and as a provider to do everything, right? So so and then he had a strong character, he was very serious. He didn't really joke a lot. I guess that's just how he was. It was hard to joke with him. So he didn't really show a lot of emotions growing up, but like I hold nothing against him, because now that once I moved out is when he's out of nowhere he starts hugging me when like when I come over, uh just to say hi to them, he'll hug me. But when I lived at the house, nah, you would just be like, oh, hi. No hug, no handshake, just hola. And now the first thing he says that when he sees me, hola hijo, ¿cómo estás? I'm just like, dang, like that's, and I don't know if it's because he's getting older that he just, or that I am at a point in my life where like I'm not his kid no more, but he still sees me as his kid, because he would always call me his little boy. But now he's showing me the affection and the love that I would have wanted, let's say when I was a teenager, like someone to talk to, someone to ask for guidance. And I never had that because he would just always be working and busy. So I never had the opportunity to talk to him and any of that. But now, um, he's more chill. We can talk easily. We can crack more jokes. Like before, I would be so afraid to make jokes around him because I didn't know how he would react. With my mom, it'd be a different story because I could say anything and she'll laugh, and you know. But now my dad is more lovable, more caring, more thoughtful. He'll tell me I love you through text, and I think that's wonderful. And then and I've told myself that when I have a child, I'm gonna break that curse, or that I call it a curse, and not and give my child the love from the very beginning, and like always try to be there, always try to be like a guy that he can someone that you can look up to and have someone to talk to, because I never had that. If I ever had an issue, I just kept it to myself. I never spoke to anybody. If I ever went through something, it would always be about myself. I never had anybody. Yeah. But obviously at the end of the day, I still loved him for everything he did, because his sacrifice is what got us to where we are now. And without that, we would, I would say we would probably have a different lifestyle, or who knows what would happen or where we would be. So
No, yeah, that shit would have been.
it'd be different.
It's just a sacrifice that he had to make. Damn, that's
For
crazy.
for the greater good.
Now that now that he said it out loud, I'm like, damn, we were similar because my dad lived in New York for a lot of the time, so it's like I never really had anybody to talk to either, and I do low key have some resentment, and it's not even I don't hate the guy. Resentment sounds
No,
wrong. It's almost
no.
like resentment, like is like
No,
feels but like I ain't gonna lie, I'd be like, damn, fuck, I did wish like my dad was there for some things, or just like I learn off of him a little bit, just kind of see the way he moved because
it's
older
nice
his-
to have somebody to look up. Like even though he didn't show me, he had a strong character towards me, like tough love. But if it wasn't for that, I wouldn't have learned what I know now. So he, like, what if he would have been? That's the thing, is like you never know how to raise somebody. What if you want to show them tough love, and then you're molding them for strength and being responsible as an older age, Or what if you're like, oh, too soft with a child? And you're like giving them everything you want. Then like you grow up spoiled and not being appreciative of anything. So it's like
The right balance.
it's hard.
It's
you,
tough.
You never know how to raise a child. It's just you just have to hope that your morals stick. That's all.
Right. Never. I mean, yeah. I don't blame our dads for shit. It was good. Like they were the way they had to be, because we got what we got. But then like nowadays, like we have our kids. I mean, we have, like our friends are having their kids. So like you kind of see like how everybody's raising their own. Like and it's kind of like a reflection of like everybody's so different and everybody's gonna raise their kids so different. So like everybody's gonna be just a little different. Like it's kind of wild. Yeah, because we don't have any. Me and my boy don't have no kids, not yet. We will at some point.
Yes, we will.
We're hoping it. Yeah, we want it. We're gonna get it.
And that little rascals running around the new generation of fellas.
You know what? Fuck it. We'll do it at the same time. So as soon as like Wilbert tells me pregnant, I'm like, fuck. I guess. I guess I'll get pregnant because we got our ladies at the same time. We hadn't even talked about them because he's married. I'm about to get married. His wife is upstairs. She's an angel. She's the best. She's awesome. She's actually working. So you got it, girl.
No, she's been done.
Oh, she's done.
Yeah.
Oh fuck. Then we're just occupying. So your dad loves you.
Oh no. Yeah.
All right, I got.
More of the story is.
That must be nice. Okay.
I think the greatest love is sacrifice. The greatest love is sacrifice, because now, as when you get older, you realize that they made the sacrifice for you. I remember at my rehearsal dinner, I was doing a small speech, and when it came to giving thanks to my parents, I choked. I couldn't even like finish what I was gonna say towards my dad. He just goes, it's okay, I know. So in other words,
he looked at you. He's like,
so pretty much I said everything I needed to say without saying nothing, because he knew
telepathically.
Yeah, he knew, and I knew.
He knew how much money you owed him. He was like, "Oh, I know how much I done for your ass, boy."
Hey, bro, it's hard, bro. Imagine like
dude,
imagine like it's hard nowadays when like for the husband to pay for everything, 2 kids, both playing soccer at like competitive levels, practices, trainings.
You don't think about how much like monthly that shit is, like for
Bro,
fucking for practice, for shoes,
money.
Well,
It's
I
a
mean,
lot,
we're
you know?
also like we are the coolest generation. We're also kind of fucked in a way because just shit just happened to change in front of us. Like that's why we don't have kids. You think if it was way cheaper, I'd have a bunch running
It's a
around.
lot
Fuck it, I could
nowadays.
afford it. I could buy kids and still play FIFA or like still buy drugs. But I can't.
Parents sacrifice a lot for their kids, and I think we won't know until we have our own kids. We're gonna be pretty much put in their shoes, and like we're gonna do everything possible for them to have a better life. And I think that's at the end of the day, that's the goal. Like, why else would you have a kid and not try to give them the best life possible? Not yours. What are you doing? You're just having a playmate, or like what's the whole point? Your whole point is for your offsprings to be better than you, to have a better life. That's the whole point. You pretty much that's the whole goal, is to put them in a position where they can succeed.
So I mean, even then, like the way we talk about it, like we talk about our dads wanting to, like we wish somebody was there to give us some sort of advice. That's where like we step in and do that for our kids, and just really tell them anything that our dads couldn't, or shit like that. It's like, yeah, we really want them to be better than us. I'm not gonna be the type to be like, listen here, you motherfucker.
Nah.
UFC, boxing, soccer, get on it.
No.
You better fucking make it out the hood, bitch. No. You better be an actor. You better be a comedian. You better be funnier than me.
No. Send them 3 days,
no.
Kazakhstan. Call once.
3 days to Dagestan. Come back. He gonna come back with a beard and a short haircut. If you watch UFC, then you know that Dagestanians are the ones running the fucking UFC
One
right
phone
now.
call.
Don't come back. He's good. He's stay over there.
6 months later.
He wrestled with Bear. 6 months. He could take down full-grown Bear. He comes back UFC champion.
A real man.
Jiu-jitsu, wrestling, he's better than you. He's Russian or Dagestanian. Well, that's what we're gonna do with our kids, and we have to find out about that one on one of the podcast episodes, because we've ran this motherfucker. We've juiced this one as much. I mean,
should we at least like before the 2 hour mark. Just I
We could
guess
cut
just
it.
No, finish with your wedding. I feel like that's the main part. Just the last 10 minutes.
Fuck it.
Or I mean like
Now
that's the thing is that like
my questions are done. Dude,
it's too
what?
many. No,
It's
I'm
too much.
saying,
Yeah, it's
just
too much. It's so
Too
much, man.
bro.
Well, that's why I want this motherfucker to have a podcast with me.
Yeah,
I'm
bro.
trying to get somebody, man. I'm gonna get somebody. I'm a fucking.
Last
Well,
time-
is that why I need a kid to have a podcast with me?
Last time I had this long conversation was when I was spitting game to my wife.
Hey, last person you talked to this long, he got
Bruh.
married and bought a house that we're in right now. Because Wilbert don't give these bitches a time of day. So as he said it before, so we're here.
I've only fun fact. I've only had 3 girlfriends in my life.
Damn.
3. That's it. Like official girlfriends. The rest
Mm.
were just girls that I would like, talk to and hang out with and stuff like that. But like actual dating, like girlfriend, like me officially asking you, 3. Yeah. Fun fact.
And we would clown Wilbert because we'd be like, damn, he's so fucking picky. God damn, what the fuck?
I was
Are these girls not worthy of your time?
every single girl I've ever spoken to, I was very picky. And I was not because I was an asshole. Like I didn't want people to think I was an asshole if I didn't give you the time of day. But it was more like I needed if I liked you, I gave you my attention. Straight up. That's it. But it's because you met my ideal perception of what I would want next to me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you check.
You checked my marks.
Yeah, you check the simple things. You're cool. You look good. You got something to say. You don't have an ugly voice. You got a good nose. You're not so funny
Is that what it
looking.
is?
Not too white. You're not too dark. Just in the middle. All right. Now we're not racist here. We just a little mix of everything. You know.
As long as you, how can I put this? As long as we
You
look
suck
good
my
together.
dick. Sorry.
Hey, yo. That's that wine talking.
Yeah,
Relax, buddy.
This wine tripping.
All right,
God,
you
yeah.
want to finish off? With,
My bad. Yeah.
you want to finish off with the wedding?
No, as long as they do look it together, because aesthetically pleasing, Wilbur's all about that everywhere. Every corner of this house, we're trying to find where to do the podcast. It did not matter to me because this whole house looks good. They look good. The wedding, everything that we did look good. The pictures look good. And we still have a bunch of that. We just booked our flights for our fucking bachelor trip today, right now, because it was supposed to be cheaper than every other time. Way months ahead. Actually, me and this guy are the only ones that are talking about our bachelor trip, because all the guys in the chat, as soon as I'm like, yo, we gonna do this, they're like, yo, let me know what you do, which is exactly what the fuck I'm telling you when I put in the chat. So that's why I just let Wilbur know what I do for real. And then I put the final decisions in the chat. Wedding wise, Wilbur's my best man. I don't know. Like, he has to work on a speech. He has to. It's not gonna be nothing crazy. I've said it before. I'm trying to keep it as simple as I could. I'm not trying to make the wedding itself too complicated to make it easy on everybody, because there's a lot of people, and it's gonna be really hard to try to keep up with all the people. So it's like, I don't want to be like, damn, my bad. What the fuck happened here? So, there's gonna be updates because Wilbur is the best man. I have fucking what's 11 minus 3, 8 other people to fucking talk to. Abel's next. He don't got a the older sibling. She's not part of the thing, so we're good. I just got a bunch of other cousins and their siblings to talk to, because most of these motherfuckers got brothers, older or younger. So like that's what makes the group so fucking big. This was easy. This was nice. Easy does it. I'll talk to him later. Fuck him. Fuck you, Easy. Damn. I mean, that's it. I mean, it's just. We'd love to talk about everything, every minute of our lives. We both got good memories, so there's a lot to talk about. What are you going to say?
Well, no, I was going to, since I wanted to bring up the wedding, we had decided to make each other our best man.
Oh, that is the perfect last question. That's perfect.
All right.
When did we say that? Because I do remember. It's all in a blur.
No,
And
I mean, if you want to, a time frame, no,
not
I
a time
can't- I
frame.
can't give you an exact.
But I
time
do remember
frame,
it was kind of like I
But
do remember going to Wilbur and be like, man,
but it was.
you gonna be my best man one day. And then I remember, like, ever since then I was like, yeah.
This was
Obviously, there's plenty of guys that we could be like, oh, well, he could be the best man. He could be the best man. But I was like, no, I'm good with this guy be my best man. Yeah.
This was this was established in your room. It's like late at night.
Was I drinking a Four Loko and then I was the only one drinking, and y'all were all just sitting there
No.
chilling?
I feel like, bro, there's a
Four Locos back then when they were good, when they had bad stuff.
I spent a lot of time in your room. No homo.
Pause. Pause. Not Kevin's room. No.
Yeah, it was
Pause.
It was Kevin's
Like I
room.
said, he would pop up unexpectedly.
It's
You know what I'm
because
saying?
we would play a lot of FIFA. We would play a lot of FIFA.
Just hang out.
Before we go on our raids, we would like your spot. I would go to your place first, and then we would transition to
Oh.
Brian's.
But the thing is that he lives so close, we should have just picked him up. Like,
I would just, I would walk.
it was that
You know,
close, man.
Till,
Like,
till this day, I still remember you were really drunk one day, and you punched a hole in the wall, and in order to not get in trouble, you put a poster to cover it.
yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
Anyways, yes, I don't remember when
The
the
Four
exact
Locos.
time that we said that we would make each other our best mans, but this was prior to us having girlfriends. We were single at the time. We were still in, I'd probably say we were maybe like juniors or seniors, but this was during high school when we said that.
I was a virgin. Faux show. We're virgins. Was I? No, not this dirty dog. I'm just kidding. I don't know. Who knows? Who cares? We're getting married.
He's getting married.
He's
And,
married.
And no, it's I think it's beautiful. I didn't hesitate to make you my best man, and you know, like you chose me to be yours, and I'm honored. Now I just have to come up with a speech, and hopefully it's a good one. You know, I would like. I mean, I don't want to make it too long, like 2 minutes. Is 2 minutes fine? Right? Is that too much? Or is that?
You'd be surprised, man.
Or-
It goes so fast.
You know, and then I feel like
2 minutes
I,
go so
I feel like
fast, you'll be okay.
I feel like I have to talk in English and then Spanish just because the majority of guests will be Spanish people.
Yep. Even
Yeah.
my speech, I'm planning on doing both English and
Um,
Spanish.
So, I mean, we'll see what happens when I do my speech. But I'm honored. I'm grateful of our friendship, how far we've come. You know, it's hard to have. I've always said this: if you can be friends with someone for more than 10 years, it's friend for life. You know, and everyone who I affiliate myself with, who I call my close friends, has already passed 10 months. I mean, 10 years.
10 years, damn near 14, if you want to be exact. Close to 15, because eighth grade was
There you go,
2008.
you know, but I'm saying 10 years. And
More than 10?
yeah.
For
So,
sure.
This is just
So if something happens, it has to be something really bad for us to stop talking to each other.
I'd have to be something. Yeah, I mean, I don't even know what type of.
We gotta die. Till death do us part. I mean, what are we gonna do about it? We're dead.
I guess.
Sorry, this is wine.
You know, I'll have some words at your funeral. What song you want me to play? Some like
just
some
just
bass.
some EDM and just
Some-
smoke some weed and piss my mom off. Just get mad. Just get my mom.
No,
Hotbox my coffin if you
I-
fucking.
I love your mom. Your mom.
She'd hate you.
Really?
Well, she would if you got high at my wedding.
Oh,
I mean,
that,
my
yeah,
funeral. My
No,
funeral.
I've always seen your mom as my second mom because she always took me into open arms.
She's so sweet, man. My mom just has a good intuition about people. Like she knows who
And-
is good and nice.
and
Like
she loves my wife. She has so much. Bro, she's
his wife is nice.
you know that whenever she would make topoidos,
Mhm.
she would always tell Wilbert so she can tell Kevin. I mean Shirley, because she knows how much she loves him, man. So I have a lot of love for Kevin's mom. So like in the speech I was like even gonna have like a little shout out to her.
Oh shit.
So we'll see.
Okay.
We'll see. Just
She's-
to show my appreciation.
She'll
for
be
her.
there.
Oh, I mean,
She'll be there. Duh.
God willing.
My mom. Yeah,
God
of course.
willing.
Yeah, God willing, of course,
God
for
willing.
sure. Time. It's
Nah,
still
nah.
seven,
So,
6 months till then. You never know what can happen. Things
Ah.
change. Hey, by then I'll be skinnier for sure.
We're,
I'll be as skinny as Wilbert.
we're all
I'll be what's up from then. I'm gonna have to talk to a couple of peoples from then. I'm gonna talk to my fiance by then from October because I do want to talk to her before
you gonna have a podcast. with her?
everybody else. Yeah,
That'd be cool. Like right before the wedding.
be like,
Be like-
how the fuck has it been this whole time?
Yeah, how
being
how's
stressed
the
as fuck.
process been? Like
Mm-hmm.
that'd be cool.
Yeah, yeah. I wanted to talk to her before, but she was like, "No, I'd rather wait because we're just not done with everything, and there's so much shit to get done. Because we're gonna make things. We're gonna do a lot of DIY right now. Literally, she texted me. She just got her dress. She just talked about where the decorations because we're gonna get them from Mexico. because we're doing a lot of DIY. So she was dead ass. That's why she called me. I'm about to call her back. And yeah, that's it. I mean, it's so much going on, man.
No, it's amazing. I'm the one that I feel like I'm the one that pushed you to make that move, that next part of your life.
Oh yeah, because I would have loved to have been a hoe.
I remember you came to the house and you were just asking me questions about
I found this good girl.
about should I propose? Is it the right time? Blah blah blah. And then I just told you that. I said in order to get to the next level in your life, you have to get married.
Yeah.
As like weird as that sounds,
No.
your life will not. I will say your life will go to the next level, because not only is you're gonna have to worry about yourself, but you're gonna have to worry about your partner. So now it's just two people. You know, it's now it's a partnership. Now it's not like everything you do, you have to take into consideration of her. So now you have to be more responsible. You're gonna obviously you have plans to live together. That's gonna create like a sense of responsibility and accountability on each other. So that's good pressure that you need to take it to the next level in your life. And I promise you, you will see your life will change for the better once you will get married. You know, it's crazy, but yeah, that's pretty much it.
I mean, because even when I came to you, it was like you just kind of feel it. I don't know, maybe because you're getting older, but like it was either we continue to get married or it just dies. Like even when we first talked, like it's all like, I mean, I guess that's how it's been. You know, like we first started talking, is either we continue as a couple or we end it and we never talk again. Whereas we've been as a couple for a couple years. We're getting older. We either get married or we cut it off. And then that's just how it's been. It was when I came to him, it was like, should I do it? I mean, I knew I wanted to, but Will was already married, so I kind of just want to, hear what he had to say. And it's never gonna be anything wrong. He's never gonna tell me the wrong thing. If he does, then I know something's wrong. Because my boy's always right.
Nah, and I would tell you straight up, like I feel like every girl, I've known you for so many years that I've known every single girl you've ever dated.
Bunch of bitches. Bunch of ugly ass hoes.
Imagine they watch this, but I doubt they'll watch past this time.
If they couldn't stay with me in a relationship,
they're not gonna stay this long.
Then they're gonna watch this fucking podcast. Yeah.
No, yeah, I've known every girl you've dated. I've known through all your endeavors, and
nothing impressive.
The way, nah.
Hey,
nah. Your
yeah.
roster,
It's okay.
it's a good one.
It's all right. Short but sweet.
Nah, and of course, so the way you are with your fiance is, from what I compare it to how you've been with others, and it's definitely different, and that's the beauty in it. So obviously, I would have told you straight up, like, yo, what are you doing with this chick? Like, are you just like, what's your end goal? And from the start, from immediately, I knew that that you guys wait, I'm tripping. I can't say this because I'm spoiling it for the best man speech.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm spoiling
He
it. So
said,
I can't.
This
Never
man
mind.
saying his best man speech right here.
I'm-
He's like, yeah,
I'm
since I
spoiling
met you,
I'm
dude. You've
spoiling
been.
it. Never
No,
mind.
no. I mean,
You
look,
want to know? Go to Kevin's
it wa-
wedding if
it
you're
was
invited.
it was not bad, and my wedding is open invite because it's so many open people. I mean, so many
Shit.
fucking people,
More
so many
gifts.
Mexicans.
More money.
Damn, yeah.
Shit.
Hopefully,
Weddings are
you know,
expensive.
right? It's an investment. We got the World Cup next year that I would like to pay off a couple tickets with. So send me some cash. My lady would love to be at the World Cup, but we just need one ticket for me.
Mhm.
I mean, I'll take a suite. You know what I'm saying? Like if she could join us, but it's just so much. It's just so much. And then I know that there's people that made it to this way, and then those are the ones we appreciate the most. We appreciate everybody. But like I said, this is not the last one. It's just the first time he's in front of the camera. So, it's just, you want to talk about everything all at once. Everything everywhere all at once. But we're not Asian, but we're going to cut it short.
It's too many.
Can't even cut it short, bro. It's 2 hours or two something.
Maybe if people care, I'll come back for a part 2. We'll see what happens where we are in life. If something big happens and if there's like a announcement from like each party if something crazy happens to him and he wants to announce it, etc.
You guys are gonna know when I have a kid. I'm just, all right.
Yeah. So pretty much that's it, right? I guess.
Yeah, I think that's it. Hold on. Yeah, that's it. That's it. Ladies and gentlemen, I thank you so much for kicking it with me and kicking it with Wilbert, my best man. I'm his best man. It's still early. The sun is out. As you see, the sun is, if you're watching, the sun is kind of like shining on us. But we're gonna hang out for a little bit. We finished this bottle of wine. I mean, how couldn't we in 2 hours? And I appreciate y'all so much. And we'll see y'all for the next one. I'll be back. Wilbur will be back as well. We will make it happen, y'all.
W's in the chat.
W's in the chat, guys.
W's in the chat. Spam W.
Hey, shout out to you guys for the donation. Shout out for the $10 donation for my wedding.
Shout out to the 100 subs.
Shout out to 100 subs. Oh my God. I go on TikTok. Ooh, right like a cowgirl, yum. I don't know. That's TikTok live. All right, we done.
And the FIFA World Cup was robbed. Messi didn't deserve it.
FIFA's,
All right, guys, peace out.
FIFA's number one. I mean, Messi's number one fan. All right, we out.